Y'all see us on Facebook? There we go. We should be good on YouTube too. Let's double check. Shabbat Shalom, Vieta. Hopefully I'm saying your name correctly. I see you on Facebook. We're live on YouTube as well. I'll go on YouTube and check.
Yes, we are.
All right. We are live. We are live. Princess, are you able to try to test that out?
Yes.
All right. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Welcome to another Shabbat class at Temple Kifarim. We are live. Please make sure that you are subscribed if you have yet to do so. Also, make sure that you are liking the video and sharing the video. All right? Liking the video and sharing the video. This portion of the class is when we give honor and praise to the Most High for whatever it is that we want to give honor and praise about. All right. Okay. Selectively, everyone. Can you grab the link to send it to Op? Go to Beulah, just copy and then send that to Op.
For him to come on as a guest?
Yes, he will have to go through the computer. All right. So this is the portion where we give honor and praise to the Most High for whatever it might be, whether it's over the past month, week, whether it's today, and share it with the family. Share it with the family. If you want to come on as a guest, we can send the link in the chat for you. Let us know so you can come live yourself and give honor and praise. You can be on screen as we are now, or you can turn off your camera. All right?
Yeah, it's not letting me.
All right. All right. Prince, you there? You speaking?
Yes, I need folk. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. We were trying out a different platform today. StreamYard is usually the hosting platform that we use. And today we're trying a new platform, and it's a lot of wrinkles in it, and we're trying to iron them all out. So just give us a minute. Like right now, I don't see any chats. Did anybody sign chat in the chat room?
Yes, I see Chief Malak. Shalom.
I don't see any chats.
You're not going to see it because you haven't went in the studio. You came in as a guest. So I can only see that right now. Shabbat Shalom, Gabera Gabby. Shabbat Shalom.
Man, I can't operate like this, man. I can't. Yeah. I'm going to try the other way.
All right, go ahead. I'll keep it going. Bear with us, you all. Bear with us. We're going to get it started. We're going to get it going. StreamYard just went bananas when it came to their pricing. We're not going to go into that pricing, but they doubled what it was. We weren't going to do that. Princess, can you, maybe I can see it if you come in. So just bear with us. We're getting used to this new program we're in. We're actually on Facebook as well right now in the group session. So give us a second, you all. Bear with us. Please don't go anywhere. This is Google Chrome?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on. This right here. Okay. Oh, so that's how you do it. You got to switch it. Yeah, use on your personal one. Boom, there you go. Okay. Just like that. And that's what we got to do so you can not stop it. How do you get in? What's this? This is Stream Chat. This is, what is this? Camera?
Mm-hmm.
Restricted access. Team does not have permission to enter the studio. You can see the chat. Connect chat. So you're able to see the chat.
Mm-hmm.
So you could come in on the other one, be in the chat right there. I don't know. So then close this right here. What's this right here? Clear chat, filter. That lets you do that. Stop. So we still got to learn it, but you can see the chat here. Mm-hmm. If you click that chat, this doesn't let you come on for some reason. Maybe if I make you an admin, but you can bounce back between the two.
Okay.
Just for now, we'll figure the rest out. All right, you all. So Prince is trying to come in through that, and we're probably going to have to call him and let him know that what you're going through is what he's going to have to go through. So again, you all please, but at this time right now, just give honor and praise to the Most High, and I will share it on the screen. I will read it on the screen if you want to come on. And who is that? Oh, there we go. That's Ab. Shalom, Ab.
Shalom, shalom.
Yeah,
Shabbat
he came in as a guest, so he clicked the guest. So you will have to have, what you could do is, since you got it smaller, right? Pull that tab off so you can see the comments and stuff on your left or whatever, and you can click that guest link and it'll pop in and you can have that as a second window. Maybe we could roll that way.
Okay.
Bear with us today, you all. Bear with us today. So give honor and praise to the Most High. We will pull it on the screen so we can read it for you. If you want to come on like Ab came on, then we can. He just left the session. He just left the session. All right. Hope all is well. I know some of you are having, I think, Yom HaKippurim today for some people.
Yeah.
Some people, I believe, are they finished with Sukkot? Some are starting with Sukkot now, right? Next week. All right. So for those of you that have Day of Atonements today, may the Most High bless and guard and be with you on this day. But please share, please like and subscribe. We're just waiting on everyone else to pop in right now. You clicked that link yet?
I'm doing it now.
Oh, what's that? All right, you all. So come on now, don't be shy. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Just waiting on Prince and everyone else to come in. But until they do, please come in. All right. Shabbat shalom. Prince Cash, Shabbat shalom. Shishama. Come on, I did it. Oh, let's do it here.
I got virtual backgrounds.
Lekol Baruch Elohim Adonai. Todah Rabah, Chief. There we go. We got a few people coming in now. Let's add them to the screen. We got Prince right here.
Yeah, it's not working. The video is not showing up on YouTube. She said it shows that it was taken down.
I'm looking at it right now.
It's on there.
It's on there. Tell her to go back on. I'm on there right now.
Okay, let me try to go to the page itself.
Go to YouTube and look it up on YouTube.
Yeah, look it up on YouTube. It's on. I'm on here right now. Looking at
And
it.
I'm still on as a guest. I couldn't get any other way. It was saying no restrict. It was restricted.
Right. So what we figured out is you're able to still see the chat. So when you go on, it won't let you go on the video, but you could click. You'll be able to see the chat. You'll be able to stop it when it's live as well. But I have to show you that. I showed Princess that. So what she does is she has a different window. She has a window for that, and then she has a window for like the guest portion.
All right, I'll set it all up.
All right, you all. So we got Princess.
Okay, you have to bring me on. I think I can't figure it out.
All right, Prince. I'm going to help Princess get on. Yeah.
And family, I want y'all to know that we went through all this earlier. We had all this formatted how we were going to do things. So we thought it would work, but once we started, it's a different game now. So this is why the delay is taking place. So please forgive us.
I'm in there, but it's not.
But we did go through this earlier.
I lost 12 people. There you go. You just came on now. All right. So we got Princess Medaya.
But everybody's a guest, is that right?
Yes, but Princess does have the window showing, being able to see the comments and stuff like that, and could close it. things like that. But we can't. You all are not able to see like the banners and things like that I can see. All right, we're going to rectify. We're going to get it situated, you all. But the show must continue. Shalom, Ab.
Shabbat shalom, beloved. Shabbat shalom. This too will
Shalom.
pass.
We'll
We got
pass.
this.
All right. We're going to rectify. We're going to get it situated. All right. Is there anyone that wants to give honor and praise to the Most High? Please do so. Anyone on the panel, or if there's anyone that's tuning in on Facebook or YouTube right now, this is the moment where you give honor and praise. We will post it on the chat for the people to see. If you want to come on yourself, let us know. We'll send you a guest link to come on. All right. Are you left, Princess?
I guess, because it wasn't allowing me to come on. It was freezing me up, and it was still on my iPhone Wi-Fi. That's why.
All right. Ishti, you want to give honor and praise? You can unmute yourself.
I don't hear anything.
Go ahead.
Oh, Shabbat Shalom Lekulam.
Shabbat shalom, Lak.
Oh, I think you can only unmute us then.
That's fine.
Etc. Shabbat Shalom. Just want to give praise and reverence to the eternal power, creator of heaven, earth. I'm definitely grateful to have another rising, to be able to rise on Shabbat. I'm grateful that the eternal power kept us warm because it's now starting to get really, really nippy. It's starting to get real cold, but I'm grateful for the eternal power's provisions. I'm grateful for my Horim, my parents, for bringing me into this world. And I'm grateful for their purpose of bringing me into this world. Grateful for my Ab, Oda Matthias. Grateful for my aim, Mara Aliyah. I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for the strength. I'm grateful for the purpose and everything that my aim and what my Ab instills in me and my aim instilled in me. Definitely grateful for her works. I'm grateful that even though her physical isn't here, that her presence and the things that she's done yet remain. I'm going to keep going, but I want to say that when we went to the event on the 9th, I believe that was, on the 9th, that there were people there that recognized me because of the services that we had. And there were people there that recognized me because of the streaming and because of the singing and because of the classes. And so it was great because one of the leaders by the name of Dr. Kenneth Howard, he recognized me from the classes and he gave his love for the Mishpachah. And he also said that he also gave some encouraging words for my aim. And I'm grateful for that because even though it's bittersweet, it's still a part where she put the work in while she was here, and it shows in the many lives that she's touched. And I'm eternally grateful for that. I'm grateful for the head of our household, Maish Nasik Rashi Shema. I'm grateful for his protection, his love, his covering. I'm grateful for his teachings and his guidance. I'm grateful for my Beulah family. I'm grateful just for life, and I'm grateful for the eternal power's provisions. Sometimes we make jokes about the little things, but it is great to be in a community where you see a need and you feel it. It's great to be in a community where, and it may seem small, but if you live by yourself, you'll know that living with a community is something that is overall, it's like, I don't know if you've all ever seen those linking monkeys where you link them by the arms. It reminds me of the string of it reminds me of that, but in a more serious manner. Like, because we're all supposed to have each other's backs. We're all supposed to be able to connect if anything happens, whether good or bad. And yesterday was definitely an example of that, and I'm grateful. Everybody was here and there, but at the end of the day, we were all still one. So I'm really grateful for that. I'm grateful because even in the small things, I give thanks and praise to the eternal power, because we don't have to have heat. We don't have to have food or a shelter over our head, but we have it, and I'm grateful for it. And yesterday I found myself just thanking the eternal power for food, thanking him for shelter, thanking him for clothes to keep us warm, because it's those little things that are actually major things that when you don't have them, you see the importance of having them. So I'm grateful for the provision, and I'm grateful for community, and I'm grateful for everybody that left able to get to their destination safely, and for bringing those back to Beulah safely. So shalom lekulam. There's something else I want to give thanks for, but I'll wait till Adon does it. Shalom lekulam zehu.
May the Most High be praised. Toda Rabah.
All right, you all. Please, if you would, like, share, and subscribe if you have yet to do so. Please do so. All right, we have Zakena. Sakari says, when I start counting my blessings from the Most High, my whole life turns around.
Absolutely. May the Most High be praised. Absolutely.
And we have Chief Malak says, Baruch Shema.
Shabbat Shalom, Chief.
All right. All right, you all. Any more praise want to be given to the Most High? Please take this time to do so. If there's anyone on the platform that wants to give honor, please do so. All right. And those that are looking in on from YouTube, or matter of fact, from Facebook group page, if you have yet to do so, please go to YouTube and subscribe. Okay.
What I noticed is that the Facebook group page, when you type, it doesn't show up on a stream.
What do you mean?
Well, I typed on the Facebook group, on Facebook. I
Mhm.
typed in Shabbat Shalom family, and it didn't show up.
Okay, hold on 1 second. Show messages from all channels. Well, it should. I don't know why. Let me see. But it is up on Facebook, correct?
Yes,
It's
it's up on Facebook. Yes,
All right.
on our Beulah Land at Temple Keith Irene page.
Let me check that out. Huh. Yeah, it didn't pop up like you said. I don't know why that's not. I'll have to try to figure that out later. So luckily, this is all new, you all. This is all new. But we're here. We're able to be live. You're able to see us. You're able to talk with us. You're able to send messages, just not on Facebook group at the moment. Then we have Chief Malak says, Shabbat Shalom, Prince Cass. Lasik, thankful for the constant rise in wisdom with the laws of the Creator of heavens, Baruch Shema.
May the Most High be praised. Toda Rabah.
Okay, he did say something earlier, so forgive me. He put Lekol too, so he did say to you all as well in the one previous to this one, just in case you all was wondering. All right. Anyone else that's on the platform want to give honor and praise?
Sure.
All right.
Don't hear anything. There you go.
All right. Shabbat Shalom, everyone. Shabbat Shalom lekulam.
Shabbat Shalom.
Of course, it's a blessing to be here on this Shabbat day. All praises and glory unto the Creator and Him alone. First and foremost, giving thanks and praise for my Ima and my Abba. Thank you to the Creator for giving me the parents that I did have, and that I do have, and allowing my mother to be who she was in my life and the life of all of my siblings, a strong and determined and excellent wife for my father, and a great mother figure to so many and warrior to so many in the world. And of course, giving thanks to my father, whom is here with us. Thankful that through all the trials and tribulations, he has been pulling through and remaining strong and focused on living and being here, but with the understanding that at the will of the Creator, it's, any, whatever he decides is the final say. So I'm thankful for my father and the talks that we have surrounding his health and the hospital stays when it's just me and him, and, the few talks that we may have in there, just learning each other in a different way. I'm thankful. This morning he texted me saying his lip and his tongue was swollen. And today of all days, I overslept. I usually am up by 7, but didn't rise up until about 9. And I got up, went over there, checked him out, did all the little, follow my finger test and all that to make sure he wasn't having a stroke. And I don't know what it is, but it's just part of his swelling. So we put ice and it's now going down. So, all praises to the Creator for that. And for him giving me the ability to be able to, look and check my father in that way, to be able to make a decision, for his medical needs in that way, in that manner. I'm thankful to the Creator for my Ish, for so many things that he does, not just for me, but for the community, for the people as a whole. But this week, has been really something different, just thankful for the efforts that he's making. He's been doing a lot. My my brother purchased a new home for my father to live in, and the manner and how my husband has taken to get this done in a swift manner for my father, for his comfort, has been amazing. And I'm just thankful for that and seeing, his leadership in that way and his love for my father extend in that manner. It's very thought provoking in so many ways to think about what we can do and what how a man is to be and how he is, especially when it comes to he's helping to take care of my father. And even though we're married, he doesn't have to. And so that does definitely mean a lot to me, because if everybody should know by now, I'm a daddy's girl. So, for my husband to extend that love for my father is amazing, and I love it. And I appreciate him so much for that. And I've told him these things to him, so it's not the first time. Not publicly doing it for any gratification for him or anything, but praising the Creator for what he's allowed to be. I'm thankful to the Creator that he allowed us to do a celebration for my father. A few people came and honored him in different ways on a tribute that we did for him last Sunday. So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for my siblings. I'm thankful for, my whole entire family, and everything that we do together to uphold who we are. Of course, it's always a special place and will forever remain a special place. When I say my family, I'm including my Beulah family because, like Nasika Muna said, I think this last week, we've done so much in a week together, whether physically together, virtually together. We've been just staying in constant connection to make sure that we are fulfilling the Creator's will and doing his works. And
top it off, last morning, my Abba sent me my Abba. I'm saying Abba, you. My husband sent me a video of
You said
us
it
when I
right.
drove up last night. um, he drove up last night, and I drove up with Ezekiel, my youngest daughter, and I'm thankful that she's here for this week. She has a break, and so we got there. We had groceries. It was dark, but everything came together and helped us put everything in the refrigerator, in the freezer, and everything out. And my husband's in the video of it because we have security cameras, and he was like, "This is a small form of the family unity that we have." And when I watched it, I was just like, "Wow, you never even think about what other people see." And so me watching that video allowed me to see what others see, and we just naturally did it. I will say that Nasi, he met us at the gate, and I almost ran him over because he's scared. We pull into the gate. He's standing there with his cloak on. We was like, me and Ziki both was like, what? And I just stepped on the brakes because I was like, wait a minute. He's like, then he gets in the car. Did I scare y'all? Yes. But those are the fun things we do, and I'm always grateful that when we come in late, I'm able to pick up the phone and call for a brother, a leader, a man on the land to come and open the gates for us, so that we don't have to get out and open those gates, and be subjected to anything that may be present there. So I'm thankful for that. And I'm just thankful for a beautiful week. And prayerfully, Most High will allow this week coming to be just as beautiful, and all the weeks coming forward. So, to Toda Rabah.
All right. May the Most High be praised. Toda Rabah. Yeah, some comments on the
Okay. I'm still getting used to this too, right? So check this out. Before I read the comments, you all, we all learning this together. I press mute. I'm able to mute the people that's on, right? And when I do that, they can't touch anything. But if I unmute them, they able to mute themselves and unmute. I just had to find it out as I was doing this right now. So that's pretty cool to be able to control. Like, say if you had a platform and somebody was just going crazy, you can mute them. They can't say nothing. They can't do anything.
Well, that's one thing that's better than StreamYard.
Yeah, it's a couple things, but some stuff. I think we're gonna play with it, but we'll discuss it, I'm sure, after.
I'm ready to send it back.
And then
ready to send it back.
I just started recording too, so it goes live, but it doesn't automatically record. So I started recording probably about 5 minutes ago, and so I guess it's to save your memory storage or whatever. I don't know, but we Anyway, I'm going to read some of the comments. I'm going to the live comments. We have. We have Chief Malak said that. Asa says, I'm grateful for the mercies of the Most High and for his faithfulness.
May the Most High be praised. Toda Rabah. And Brother Asa, it's a wonderful thing to see you joining us every week. Greatly appreciate that. But why I say that is because he don't just come in and sit in the audience. He actually contributes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He contributes to the understanding, the conversation, and all that is appreciated. Not that we don't appreciate y'all who come in and do what you do, because everybody's not on the same level. We understand that. But Brother Asa comes in and say, yo, bring me up. I got something to say. And he brings it. And it's a beautiful thing. May the Most High be praised. Toda Rabah.
Gaber Autumn says, I am grateful for yet another Shabbat of health and life. Those things are not to be taken for granted. To Todah for my Ish for taking a quick weekend to visit me and cure a little loneliness.
May the Most High be praised. Toda Rabah.
All right, we have Oh, I'll go back real quick. Barry Autumn says, Kane, the tribute for Pop was amazing. Then we have, and Cortez says, I'm thankful to the Most High for giving us another chance at life. I'm grateful that he chose to spare the lives of families, friends, and acquaintances in the Sunshine State from the past 2 storms.
May the Most High be praised. Todorba. Speaking about Florida, the storms in Florida.
Then we have Ab says Shabbat Shalom to everyone. Good Yom HaKippurim.
That's Ema, ain't it?
Salakli, forgive me. Zakena.
Yeah.
Okay, forgive me. I didn't even see that. I just saw Elder, and that's the first thing I thought about.
Hold up. Before you can, Ema, you gotta change that, Elder. Ema Havared. You gotta change that up, baby girl.
I was used to saying Elder Melathiah, so that's
Yeah.
Salakli. So, enjoy your Yom HaKippurim.
But before may the Most High be praised. But Ema, the same thing goes out to you too. You have been coming in constantly, consistently, and you don't mind participating to help elevate the level of the class. So we appreciate that as well. We do have a few people that come in like that and just comes in, get on the screen, say what they got to say, hang around, leave, whatever they choose to do. But they're great, and they're greatly appreciated. And we don't even need to talk about the one brother, right, Chief Aram? We don't need to talk about him. He knows when he comes in, he's like, yo, where my link at, man? He's already there. May the Most High be praised. Todorba.
All right, I'll bring it down. I want to say something really quick. One of the things that we can't see, but I'm gonna let you all know, we do have probably about 20 people up in the that's watching. I can't see that on here. I don't know if you all can see it.
No, I can't say it either.
Yeah, so we got about 20 people right now at this point watching.
Well, maybe they don't. Maybe these people don't lie. Then maybe that's what we should be. Yeah, because on StreamYard we have about 5 people. It'd be about 5-10 people, and I know it ain't factual because people I know will be texting me talking about, hey, yo, and they on there. It's it's just not the number count. Don't be right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this one don't tell us anything. So I got my phone right here letting me know who's on YouTube, but I'm going back on Facebook checking it out. All right, I'm gonna switch the sound for you, Princess. Hold on 1 second. Oh shoot, what just happened? All right, go ahead.
Shabbat Shalom.
Can't hear you, Ema.
So I'm reading
There you
a
go.
thank you from Zaquena Laurel. It says, my love songs of praises and thanksgiving to Creator for guidance, protection, and victory over all the plans of the enemy. Toda the Creator for keeping me safe throughout my once-in-a-lifetime round trip, allowing me to visit families and friends. Toda health, strength, and balance to work, high energy and motivation, 9:30 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. at a high-paced business facility. I sensed an atmosphere of joy and shalom and relaxation at Sparta, Georgia, which I was very thankful for as I taught about the bodies awaiting my turn to Maine, not knowing that I was preparing for current work. All praise to the Creator. I look forward to my next stop from here, Florida, to Georgia, when I would fly out from Atlanta to Boston and from Boston to Maine. Hallelujah, hallelujah. The Most High is worthy to be praised. Turn off for all the well wishes and positive vibrations as I do the same for you. Toda for the spirit of favor, love, respect, shalom, and harmony. Shalom Shabbat, royal family, full joy.
Shalom Shabbat, sis. Sister Laurel. May the Most High be praised. Toda Rabbah. Yeah, she's been all over. I mean, for the last, 4 months maybe? She's been just traveling, different countries, different states. She's been all over. I'm ready to give it back, man. I'm telling you, I'm ready to give it back. So what you just do, man? Nothing? Shalom? Can anybody hear me? So you can hear me.
Oh, shalom. We can hear you. It's something going on with Nasik Rishi's computer. Yeah. Can you hear us, Abba?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So he's fixing it. Go ahead.
All right. Well, you guys are thanking the Most High.
Okay.
So I guess Abba, would you like to go, Abba, or did you go? Well, Bane, Zante, you down there? You want to go?
Hey, I can go. Can I be heard right now?
Okay.
My connection
Yes,
kind of
yes,
acting
we
up.
can hear you.
Okay. Shabbat shalom, Miss Kai.
Shabbat
Shabbat
shalom.
shalom,
Shabbat
everyone.
shalom.
Man, I have so many things to be grateful for, to be thankful for, and I'm gonna try to keep it quick. That's why I came on instead of typing it. But first, I would just like to say I'm thankful to the Most High for life, strength, health. I'm thankful to the Most High for my biological parents, for bringing me into this world, into this realm. I'm thankful for my spiritual parents, Prince Kez, and my spiritual Ima, Princess Medaya. I'm thankful for Beulah. I'm just thankful for this bond, this family. I'm extremely thankful because it's not every day that you come across people of like minds and people that have
You want me to
like
go?
spirits. I emphasize on the like spirits because it's one thing for us all to speak one thing or speak as if we're all on this certain page or this certain thing when it comes to community and family and building together. But it's another thing when you can actually see these things and you can feel these things in the spirit realm. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for the family and the bond that we are building here. I'm thankful for Nasik Rashi, thankful for Nasik Amuna, thankful for Ab Matthias. I'm thankful for everybody that I've come across, that I've come in contact with, over this past year or so. I'm thankful to the Most High because He's allowed us here as a community, as a family, to bring in my daughter. From the past few Shabbat classes, or from the past few months, y'all have been hearing us speak a little bit about my Isha. My Isha Yoel. She was pregnant at the time, and so it was our goal and our plan to be able to have a home birth. And this is something that we have been praying on and speaking to the Most High on about since we had met, for the last like 3 years or so. And so I'm grateful to the Creator because He gave us the opportunity and the ability to bring in my daughter here safe, earthside. She was healthy. It was a very, very beautiful birth. It was a very, very peaceful, spirit-filled birth, I feel. We didn't have too many complications or too many things happening. And it's crazy because one of the things that was said, I think it was by Asa. I'm not familiar with who you are. I say shalom to you as well. But you said something in your testimony when you said you're thankful to the Most High for His, I believe it's His mercies and His faithfulness. And I want to attest to that as well because the Creator, the Most High, He has continued to be faithful in my life. And the things that He has spoken to me, He has continued to keep His word on those things. And so, He told me that I would be able to have a home birth one day, and that it would be peaceful, and that it would be a family around. It would be a part of a community. It would be on land, and the Most High, He has never failed to show up and do the things that He has said that He has done. And during the Feast of Sukkot, when we were having Sukkot here, we were having a conversation. It was me, Princess Medaya, and Sister Didi. And we were talking about, just getting ready for the birth because we didn't know if she was going to come during that week or we didn't know how it was going to happen. And so I believe either I was asked the question or we were just talking about how we were feeling about it. Were we nervous? And I said, I said to Princess Medaya, I said, I said, I'm not nervous at all. I don't have any worries. I'm not stressed. I'm not nervous. I don't, because I feel that whatever is needed during that time, whatever we need to do, the Most High, He's going to put it in our spirits that these are the things that we need to do. And when it was time to give birth, even though, Princess Madai, she wasn't there at the time, and she said before she left, she was pretty much saying that the baby better not come, on the 6th or while she's gone, and lo and behold, as soon as she leaves, baby Avi, she decides that she's gonna make her way in. So, a few days prior to this, and I know I'm kind of, being a little bit long-winded, but a few days prior to this.
Take your time. Don't worry about it. This your time right now.
Yay! Okay, but hallelujah. But so a few days prior to this, I had Nasika Muna, she came and checked on us at the camper. And I told her, I said, listen, I said, this is something that's in my spirit, but I said, we need to go ahead and prepare our minds and our hearts, to possibly have to do this, while Princess is gone. And she was like, yeah, Peseta, she was saying she understood and she kind of felt that same thing. And I was like, not that we aren't equipped if she's not here, because we know that she's always here with us, but we just need to be prepared mentally and spiritually that we may have to go into it and, just get her guidance, through the phone or however we need to do it. So lo and behold, baby Avi, she decides that she wants to come while Princess is gone. And the moment that was taking place, I did for a split moment, I was like, man, what do we do now? Or how do we go from here? But I had to rely back on what I had said a few days prior, that, the Most High, whatever we need in that moment, He's going to give us the information we need. And so, as we got started with the contractions started to come, and we were all just being there supporting as much as we could. And then Princess said, call me if you need anything. And from the time we called her on FaceTime, she was there from the time she got that call all the way until the baby was there. And even after, so she coached us through the entire process on what we needed to do, helped us to stay relaxed. And, it was very peaceful. Like I said, I can't speak for, I've never experienced a home birth before, but all I can say is that, Baba, it's okay. Come here. All I can say is that, that was an amazing experience. It was a beautiful experience. And, I'm lost. I'm at a loss for words right now, but I'm only saying that to say none of this would have been even possible had we not had the family that we have here at Beulah, because it's not just about that day. It's the continuous pouring into and the continuous life that has been spoken over my family by the people here at Beulah. And so I'm thankful for that, because I know that all those things played a part into that delivery. Every prayer, every word of encouragement from the time everybody knew that she was pregnant all the way up until the baby came, all of those things played a part. All the energy from those words, prayers, and the continuous checking up and making sure that we had what we needed, even though the things we thought we needed for her to come, we ended up not even needing it. You know what I'm saying? We was going to use a tent. We ended up not needing the tent. We was going to use the tarp. We ended up not even needing the tarp. Everything that we thought we needed, the Creator had a different plan, and it was peaceful. I'm thankful for that. And that's just, one of the biggest things I'm thankful for. But I can't stress enough that none of this is possible if we did not have. Now, of course, we could have just, had a birth and did it ourselves. But it was so much it's so many things that's unseen, so many things that's in the spirit realm that you can't see with the natural eye that also played a part in this birth. And I'm grateful to the Most High for that. I'm thankful for the love and, the affection and the continuous support that we've gotten from everybody here. It's amazing. And this is a very sensitive and spiritual time for my family, my immediate family, my house at this time. And so continue to keep us in your prayers. I also want to say that I'm thankful I'm thankful that I had the opportunity to speak and be a part of, or sing and be a part of Zakane tribute. It was an honorable thing for me to be a part of. And I'm just in great spirits. I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for my beautiful family. I'm thankful for just, as I stated before, I'm in a place of just observing and just continuing to observe the things that Most High is doing through us, with us, for us, it all. And so I pray that He continues to grow us closer, continue to keep us in our right minds, keep us in our right spirits, and keep us, evolving and continuing to grow as a nation, as a people, as a family, as a community, as a body, you know, whatever word we use to symbolize unity, whatever word we use to symbolize being one and having a oneness, you know, within each other. You know, I pray that the Most High continues to build us in those ways and in those areas. What else? What else? What else?
You got
I'm
one more
thankful for the.
person to thank.
Go ahead. So I got one more person.
Yeah. You
Let me.
forgot one
You're
of the
right. Let
main
me go ahead.
players.
So let me say this. I'm thankful to the Most High, for my Isha. I'm thankful to the Most High for my Isha, for her strength, for giving her the strength, giving her the spirit to just stay focused. You know what I mean? Just to stay focused and keep the faith, because you know this walk has been a journey for her, and I'm thankful to the Most High because you know the things that He has promised us, the things that He has told us, even when she felt or feels during, like I'll take the birth for example. During that time, there was right at the end, she was like, "Well, is it too late?" She asked. She says, "Is it too late for us to go to the hospital?" I said, "Well, I'm gonna leave. This is what I'm gonna say. It ain't too late, but do you really feel like you need to go to the hospital, or are you having doubts, or are you just in a place where you want to give up?" And I'm just thankful for that, because when I said that, you know, I seen a switch. I seen her eyes. It was like a switch in her eyes, and I'm thankful for her standing by my side, for her continuing to trust my leadership, trust, you know, what the Most High has placed in me, and that what He wants to do through her. You know what I mean? Just continuing to trust the Most High, trust the process, trust, you know, what He is showing her and putting in front of her eyes through this family, through this community. So I'm thankful for her, and I don't want to leave her out in any way, shape, or form, because she has played the most important role in this, and I'm thankful for that. You know, that she was able to stay calm and stay present during that time, and continue to keep her mind on the Most High during that time as well. So,
And
you know,
who
with
delivered
all
the
those,
baby? Who delivered the baby?
who delivered? Okay, so let me explain to y'all the delivery process. All right, a couple more minutes. So as the baby got as the baby was getting closer to coming down, right? My Isha, she said, you know, I need to go to the bathroom. So she went to the bathroom. She got on the toilet. So as the baby was making her way out, right? Princess had said, you know, and I'm not gonna use too much information, but Princess, she said on the phone, somebody needs to check and see where the baby head at. I tried. I said, I don't really know. This ain't my thing. Zakaria, can you please come help? After that, you know, and I see Kamuna, she then started saying she's crowning. So as soon as she said that, I didn't know what else to do, but I heard in my mind, go grab a towel. So I went to go grab a towel, and came back, put my hands up under. Baby started coming out. Zakaria, she helped usher the baby out, and then I caught the baby in the towel. And as I caught the baby in the towel, Nasika, she came with her hands up under mine. And to be honest, I caught the baby, but we all delivered. It was like we all delivered that baby at the same time. Everybody's hands was up. Everybody's hands was up under. So, you know, I'm thankful to the Most High for that experience, because it's always been another, I don't know how to say it. It's always been another thing that I wanted to do, was be able to actually catch my child when she came out the womb, or when, you know, he or she came out the womb. So I'm grateful for that, because I was able to catch the baby with the towel. But when she came out, I let the women take over, and you know, that's how that went. But
Wait, can I
yeah,
say
and
something?
yeah, please go ahead and put y'all. Yeah, come on now.
I want to say, while I was at the hospital, because I was in the hospital with my father, right? And as I'm coaching, him, he's in the background behind me saying, "Breathe, y'all breathe with her." Like and Yoel said she heard him, and that was helping her too. It was amazing, honestly, and I was just like, wow, this is what like Black Band is saying, this is all what community is. So I just wanted to say that, because it was just so funny. Like every little thing that was happening, I was just sitting there, like everybody's input was felt, and just them honestly listening to Yoel as she was going through this process helped the whole process. And that's the biggest key with home birth or birthing, period, hospital birth, whatever, is that those who are there to assist listen to the birthing mother No matter what we think, we have to listen to them and watch her body's language. So that's it. I just want to add that.
Hey,
Shout
can I
out
say
to
one more
Sister
thing?
Zakaria.
One more thing. Can I say one more thing?
Kane, this
So,
your time, man.
so let me not add too, because I got to give a special thanks to Nasika Amuna. Because a little bit about my Isha, she's a little strong. She's a little strong. And so while she was, having contractions, little Nasika Amuna, she was, I don't know how to put it, but she almost had a finger broke. She almost got one of her fingers broken by my Isha's hand when she was squeezing so hard. My Isha had to wrap her arms around her body and was squeezing her to the point where I'm like, please let her go. Let her go. You know what I mean? But she took that, you know what I mean? And not only that, but like she pressed into it. So when my Isha was having the contractions, and it was like, the more she squeezed on the Nasika Muna, the more it's like Nasika Muna gave herself over to it and didn't try to stop it or try to get away or try to, push her off of her, but she embraced it. So, I'm thankful for that, because it was so many things. I'm still dissecting a lot of things from that birth, but there's so many things inside of that birth that happened during that time that just displayed the Creator all throughout the process. And then I want to tell you about my brother Nasik Shama. He was there, he was ready. As soon as we got done with the birth, I came outside because I'm emotional at this point. The baby came out, I heard the first little I heard the first cry. I come outside, he's standing right there at the door. He said, "Everything good enough?" I said, "Everything's good, man. I appreciate you." He was right there waiting for me when I came out. You know what I mean? Greeted me, and the support was there. And then on top of that, as soon as the baby came, here come Abba coming up the driveway. I thought he was gone. He come up the driveway, and he's like, "The baby's here yet?" He's like, "How's everything going?" I'm like, "She's here." You're like, "What? She's here?" I'm like, "She's here." So it was just amazing how like Princess just said, like when she came back, everybody was here and everybody was helping get everything into the groceries, into the refrigerator. But it was the same thing for us. Like after the baby got here, everybody was like coming up at the same time, arrived at the same time, and my heart was just filled with joy. And I'm still on like a natural high from that. So I'm thankful for y'all. I appreciate y'all, and continue to keep us at Beulah family in y'all's prayers. Continue to keep my Isha and her in y'all's prayers as she is healing and on this journey to healing. Pray that she, stay still and, stop moving around so much, so that we can heal properly. But
May the Most High
other
be
than that,
praised.
and shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Hold on, Nasik saying something.
There's one thing that we missing. She is the first
Oh yes,
child born on the land of Beulah.
yes. And another thing we missed. She was born on Prince Kaz's birthday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. She was born on Prince Kez's birthday. So that let you know.
So that means she's special to me, y'all. Y'all already know that.
That's
She
what
had
it
the
means.
same birthday.
That's right. Same birthday. So, I know she's going to be a powerful young lady, powerful young woman, especially up under the leadership that we are up under right now. So I'm thankful for that. And, she was born on the 7th. She weighed 7 pounds, complete, 7 pounds even. So I know that there's some special things that's going to come out of this. And, now every year we got to celebrate y'all's birthdays together. Abba.
Yep.
No problem. No problema.
Yeah.
No problema.
All right,
May the Most High be praised. Nasik, did you want to say something else?
No, I was just saying that I told them that they took away our chances to be the strong woman. But it's okay. It's okay.
Well,
Maybe y'all
we
have
could have
a
had.
boy.
Hey, we could have had the first birth 5
Y'all
months
coulda.
ago, but somebody didn't want to take that chance. Somebody wanted to go to home birth at another location off the land, but Creator didn't see it that way. But that's where it should have been. But we try to back out when we say they want to do something like a birth. We want them to be comfortable, so we try to get them what they want. So I understand. It's cool. I'm just happy we have one. We got a lot of firsts together. We got a lot of
Yeah.
firsts together. You know what I mean? A lot of good
Maybe
things are taking place.
they'll have the first male born on the land.
Yeah, how about that? Y'all, let's race for that. Let's race.
Yeah. Let's race. Oh
Yeah,
Lord.
let's
Let's
race.
race.
Let's see who can have the first male born on the land. All y'all ready? Get set, go. Shut it down. Let's go. All right.
Wow.
May the Most
Also
High
wanted
be
to
praised.
I forgot we did have 2 other birthdays too. My sister's wife Autumn had a birthday on the 10th, and then my daughter, our daughter Ezenwani had her birthday on the 10th. So we had a birthday week.
May the Most High be praised. Chodorobah. Y'all doing y'all thing. Well, you got a whole bunch of comments over there you might want to talk about.
All right, you all. I'm going to speak loud. I think my speaker on my computer is messed up. I'll fix it after the class. But hopefully you all can hear me, so I'm going to speak a little loud. I'm going to read some of the comments. I'm trying to scroll up. Okay. All right, I'm the only one reading. All right, we got the bear don't eat.
Uh-huh.
You see it?
I can see it, but I can't put it up.
Right, that's right. So we got the bear don't eat. It's Shabbat Shalom. Todah to the Most High for allowing us to see another beautiful Shabbat day. Thankful for life and being in the land of the living with all of you, other living souls. I'm truly grateful.
May the Most High be praised.
Okay. We got Adon Yirmiyahu who says, thankful to the Most High. Oh, it disappeared. Thankful to the Most High for life, portions of his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Thankful for health and life. Thankful for the many revelations and answered prayers, long suffering, and grace.
May the Most High be praised. Chodorobah.
All right. We have
The next is
we got
Chief Malak just says, oh no, well, Autumn had, my sister Autumn said, wow, Todorabah for a beautiful birth, for baby girl. She also said, she didn't know I was on the phone. I'm going to just read some. And I said, all glory to the Creator for his blessing of our Beulah family. Ornice says, oh, wow, that's a beautiful testimony, Aki, talking to Betty Tariq. And then I said, Nasika Amuna and Wemora Zakaria did an amazing job, and the Creator was with them. And I said, Bat Yoel and Benazante Tariq worked together and brought their beautiful and healthy baby girl into this world. Let's see. And I just spoke with Gabriel Yoel, or Bat Yoel, saying she was at the point she was ready to. That's when women are in birth and we get to that point, it's called the ring of fire. Anything and everything gets in your head. You be like, look, I got to get out of here. Whatever y'all got to do, let's just get this out. So she was at that point when she was like, is it too late? Because that ring of fire ain't no joke. Know what's going on. But she said she was strong and determined to have her baby girl at home, and she did it. And Guitar said, Most High is good. Cole Autumn said, yes, the birth story is amazing. Chief Malak said, blessed be his holy name, Baruch Shem. Elder Yavared, or Ima Yavared, said, what blessed testimony that all the hands was on the baby birth. And Cole Ornice said, wow, amazing birth story. All glory to the Creator. Chief Malak said again, Mo. Cole Autumn said, woo, I remember squeezing the heck out of his hand. Had to switch and start squeezing hubby's hand. It ain't no joke. And then Saquena Sukari said, y'all are incredible, Yakai. And everything else just talking about your pregnancy race. I just put pregnancy pack to go. And then Jay Tomlinson says, Shalom, brothers.
Shalom, Jay Tomlinson. Shabbat shalom. But let me tell y'all this, and then we can move on. But I remember when we was doing a home birth here with my little son and my wife, she talking about how she was squeezing the hands of my other wife. She was also sitting on her lap when she was delivering the baby, and her leg still hurt to the day. And that was 5 months ago. And her leg is still messed up today. So she's gonna be a mark in your life forever. May the Most High be praised. Total Rabbah.
Is that like a pain? A pain in my life? No, I'm just
No, ain't no
messing with you.
pain. Ain't gonna be no pain.
I'm just messing with you, Autumn.
No, we ain't gonna have that one. So that's the way it goes.
Is there anyone else that is on?
Now, see, can't hear you. Can't hear you. There you go. Got you
No.
now. Got you now. Got you now.
All right, you all that are just tuning in. If you have yet to do so, please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to give honor and praise, this is the time to do so. One of the final times. Is anyone present here that want to come? You can do it right by Princess's computer. So that. It's my computer. Something doesn't happen. I hope my speakers is my best.
Sister Zakaria. Oh, should I say Dr. Zakaria?
Stop. I just want to give all esteem and honor. This has been just this whole, I don't know, these past 2 weeks have just been so full of him showing himself and showing forth and just showing us that he's here. Along with birth experience, I was able to go to a big community out celebrating their Sukkot via music. That is, also one of my passions. And it is so, I don't want to say crazy because that's how the Most High works, but literally the day before I came to sing the tribute to Pops, literally I was speaking with another sister in the dining hall at that other and talking about how I wanted to be a doula and a midwife because that has always been a passion of mine. And I sincerely want to do that. And literally the next day came to sing for Pops, and then Sis Yoel was in labor. And I actually was going to leave that same night. But Abba Yahuwah just had me to stay. I came to give Prince some things to take Princess and Pops at the hospital. And he was like, well, if you leave, then I have a car. And I was like, oh, well, I'm going to stay then because we need to make sure that everybody is okay. And, if anything happens, I want to make sure that my sister is safe and is okay. So I ended up staying the night. And that I did because then the next morning she was actively in labor. That night she actually, she was really, really worried. She didn't want to go to the hospital, but she expressed to our sisterhood chat that she was, she was feeling it down and that she thought she was going to have to go to the hospital. And she had already packed a hospital bag. And all of us just came and surrounded her with love and encouraging words. And I ended up sending her some scriptures to listen to. And she ended up falling asleep to those scriptures. And then she didn't need any of the things to get the labor going that we were suggesting. It just happened because I knew that, with the peace that Yahuwah brings, it was going to allow her body to relax and her body to do what it needed to do in order to bring the baby this side. So it was amazing. I was literally teaching classes at GHATK while delivering the baby. And, that's just a testament to Abba Yah. The children at the school were cheering her on. They were so excited. I let them know, we're on baby watch. So I apologize to them if I wasn't as attentive to them as I usually am and as engaged. But I did let them know, we were trying to get this baby out. And I was astonished and just completely in awe by the strength, Sis Yoel, just completely in awe. And I kept telling her, like, sis, you are amazing. You are a rock star. And even though, that little bit of doubt crept in and she was like, oh, I can't do this, me and Nasika and her Ish, were just encouraging her, like, no, you can do this. Like, you're already here. Like, you are already doing this. But just to see her and to see her really weather through those contractions, and to see not only her do that, but to hear us as we're instructing her and helping her, and telling her to breathe and telling her to release and things, you could tell that she was actually taking heed to what we were instructing her to do, and we were also taking heed to what she was instructing. Because there was a moment where she was like, okay, I just need silence. And so everybody shut up, you know? So it was a beautiful exchange of, necessity that we all came together to give and to receive from another. It was such a beautiful, energetic exchange all the way around. And I had never experienced anything like that in my life before. I've read a lot of books, and I have, I'm serious because as I told y'all, like, it's definitely something that I want to do, and it's one of my passions, and I believe it's one of my purposes, but I've never done it before. And so to have the experience and to have the opportunity along with my sisters and my family, it was so beautiful. And I'm still on sky. Like, I am still just completely lifted by the whole experience. Every time I see that beautiful baby's face, I'm just like, oh my goodness, like, your face was in my hand. Like, it's just so amazing. Like, and to just, again, to see Sis Yoel just push through the way that she pushed through with just such strength. Just, oh my goodness, it was amazing. It was absolutely amazing. And then shout out to our children who, just left us alone at the time. They were outside playing and, trying to do class and things like that. And so everybody came together. Like I said, even the children, JTK, together, and they were like, congrats, like, oh yeah, the baby's here. They were asking, like, is she here yet? How's she doing? All of things. And so it just is so beautiful. So I'm thankful to all my family for that experience. I'm thankful for even the experience yesterday. It's almost cyclical. Akazante, I ended up accidentally hitting a baby deer last night, and I am still very shaken up about it. I was crying.
Life for life. Life for life.
That's exactly it. Like, I held a life into it, and then I helped take a life out, and it's very, very humbling because, as Eob or Job said, Abba giveth and Abba taketh away, and it could be much, much, much worse. So even in this situation of hitting the baby deer and me still seeking Abba as to, what to learn from this, I'm so thankful for his mercy and compassion, because I need that car to work. And he did not allow the vehicle to damage in such a way to where I cannot drive it and I cannot work anymore. And I cannot, do the things to financially provide for my children and I. And so I'm so thankful for his compassion and his mercy. I'm so thankful for his discipline. I am thankful for the way that he disciplines. I'm thankful that he shows up in my life immediately. Anytime, whether viewed as a positive or viewed as a negative, because I don't believe anything is negative. You're supposed to learn from everything. But whether, the experience was a joyful experience or an experience of hurt and pain, he always shows up right away for me. So it always lets me know that he's always here, and he's always right here. Like, not, oh, I'm coming in a little bit, but no, like, he's right here. And I'm so thankful for able to recognize that, because, those things, he doesn't have to show me those things, and he doesn't have to allow me to experience those things, or even have the cognition to be aware of those things, but he allows that. And I'm just thankful for that awareness. I'm thankful for him showing me who he is, for him allowing me to get to know him more and to be more intimate with him through these trials and through these beautiful experiences and these painful experiences. I just get to love on him more, and he gets to love on me more, and we get to be more intimate. I get to know him more. So Zehu.
All right. May the Most High be praised. To the Rabbah.
Yeah.
It's a lot to get out of this. But you know how anytime somebody have a baby, oh, that's just the prettiest baby. That baby is so beautiful. And that baby be looking like you got hit in the head with a stick. But this,
Not
it
Abigail
do.
Webb.
All born babies don't look beautiful. But this baby right here, hats off, no exaggeration. She's a beautiful little girl.
She's
And
beautiful.
that's just the physical, that's just a physical expression of her. That's just her physical. Very beautiful. You ain't got to exaggerate. Oh, that's a beautiful baby. And then turn your back and say, that little baby was ugly. You ain't got to do that with this one. And you know how y'all do. Yeah, y'all know how y'all do. Well, wait till y'all see the picture of the baby. The baby is a beautiful little girl, man. She makes you want to hold her. She makes you want to hold her, want to touch her. Yeah, she looks, yes, very much so. Y'all see? Y'all will see.
Yeah.
Well, may the Most High be praised. And I'm grateful we got to experience all that together.
Right?
Somebody listening. Wait, go.
Oh my God.
Is that your son?
Beautiful.
Is that your son? Your son looks, he's so handsome. And as soon as you turn around with that little ugly baby. Who was his, who was that baby father? Damn, that boy ugly.
Beautiful.
And y'all know y'all be lying about that. Y'all know y'all be lying.
I don't be lying.
Guess
I be
what?
like, oh, he gonna be so smart.
There's affirmations that can build.
Oh, he gonna be strong.
Right.
Look at my
Look at it, right. Look at them hands. He's gonna be a worker. Look
But
at
we're
him.
only talking
He'll be
about in there when they birth. That don't mean they're gonna always look that way. That don't mean they're gonna always look that way. When they get older, they start forming themselves. They look different. But at that time,
Right, a veil over the baby face, like blanket. Yeah.
y'all got in that custom of lying to these parents. Some of these parents you need to tell the truth to.
Oh,
Oh, that little boy ugly.
Yeah.
He will grow up knowing truth. All right, let's move forward. Yeah, let's move forward. But before we move on, I want to touch on some of the things pertaining to the law in this reference. When a woman has a child, the reason why this husband and the wife was not, and the baby is not at the house of worship, because when a woman has a child, she's unclean. The child is unclean if the child is breastfeeding. The husband is unclean if he's touching and sleeping in the bed with his wife during that time. So therefore, they're all unclean. So they're staying home by themselves. You'll find this law in the book of Leviticus, the 12th chapter. It says that the woman is unclean for 40 days if she delivers a male child. If the woman delivers a female child, she's unclean for 80 days. Now, it doesn't give the specific terms as to why 40 for one and 80 for the other. It doesn't say specifically, but we interpret that it is because she's reproducing herself. And it takes more from her to reproduce herself than it did for her to produce a young man. You know, because the Y and the X chromosomes and all that stuff. The father is the one who produces the children, basically. The father produces the children. We all know this. And it looks like we're losing everybody. I don't know why. Maybe they'll be back. Yeah, they're back now. All right. So let's keep it moving on. But the woman has to be unclean for 80 days when she produces a young lady, and she's unclean for 40 days when she produces a young man. The entire time she has to remain separated from the temple, the house of worship, during that time. She can't touch anything holy, anything set apart. She'll make that thing unclean. So, and then after all this, she has to bring us an offering to the Most High for the life of the child. And what we will be doing, our community, what we'll be doing is having a real big celebration. We'll probably send out invites to people, the family, and all those people that are close to her and dear to her, so that they can all come to the land when she's clean of her 80-day cycle. Because we believe this. Like when she had the baby, she could just lay in the bed all day because the sisters are taking care, providing all the needs of the household, giving them food, whatever they need to do, cooking the food I'm talking about, cooking the food and whatever they need. That woman, that mother shouldn't have to do anything but get up and go to the bathroom, go back and lay down. Her her other child, they are all in the care of the community. That's why it is so important that we have a community when you live, and you're bringing forth seed and you're trying to grow foods to be self-sufficient. It's more important that you have a community, because the more people, the more, let's put it this way, the more helpful people, because you can have people in the community that don't do nothing. There's no reason for them to even be there. Get out. But those are helpful. They all participate. It might be on small levels. It might be on big levels. But you put all that together, you combine that strength, and you got a powerhouse. And that's what's important.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna rest that. Yes, sister. Sister
I
Carl.
have one more thing. Oh, did you want to?
I wanted to respond. I was talking to Prince. Can you hear me?
Yes.
I was talking to Zante Tyreek, and it may be a question out there. And correct me if I'm wrong once I bring this out. I'm going to be corrected on a remedy to that rule, because basically, when anybody that touched the woman that delivered, they'll be unclean to the evening, right? A remedy for the baby, because the baby is doing breastfeeding and constantly under the hands of the mother. So every day he or she will be unclean. I was talking to Zante Tyreek, he's like, man, I want to make sure I want to come to, class and things of that nature. And a remedy that I gave, again, I'm willing to be corrected, was that if, let's say the mother is breastfeeding and that Friday hits, and you know that you're unclean if you touch something to that evening, say if you bathe the child and she produced milk, I don't know if that'll go, because
Nope.
depending on how you are.
Won't work.
Oh,
Yeah, I
that's
just thought
good.
about it right now. I just thought about
Won't
it. Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, never mind then. Forgive me, you all.
And another thing I want to mention is this.
No, I was going with it, right? Yeah.
Another thing I want to mention is this. If the blood from the mother got on the husband, and he's unclean for 7 days like she is.
Right.
So
Right.
he wouldn't be able to come then anyway.
So the reason I stopped myself, you all, from going forward was due to the understanding of the milk,
Breast milk.
the breast milk. So
What if it's a different type of milk, like a
Formula.
homemade vegan
now if it's
milk?
formula, then my idea works.
Right.
But if she's breastfeeding, according to the
After the 8
understanding,
days.
then you can't get away from it. But feeding, if you're not breastfeeding and you do a formula, then she will just not have to touch the child, and the father will have to take over.
But she would have to not touch the child for a whole 7 days.
Oh. Oh, right.
Yeah, because it's the blood that makes the child unclean.
That's what I said. If she's not breastfeeding.
But
Oh,
it takes
right.
7 days. It takes 7 days to be cleaned from the blood. So she would have to stop feeding the child for 7 days to go through that cycle of her uncleanliness.
Right.
If
Some
you
women
don't
don't breastfeed.
Who?
That's what I'm saying. If she's not breastfeeding.
Formula fed babies.
Formula.
Oh, if she wasn't
Well,
breastfeeding at all,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
she's still unclean for 80 days.
No, I know she is. I'm talking about
Baby.
The mother,
I
the
was
baby.
talking about, yeah.
Okay.
Never mind.
All right.
You got
That's possible. Yeah, that's possible. May the Most High be praised. Todoba.
because everybody.
But
that's watching
hopefully,
breastfeeding.
Creator willing, all of our children that's born in the nation of Yisrael will be
Breastfed.
breastfed.
Unless it's impossible. It can
Right.
happen.
I just also wanted to add and give thanks and honor to the House of Yirmiyahu, Zaya and Yahu, because they were watching Zion while Sis Yoel was giving birth, and then watching Maya Ladim a little bit afterwards as well. And then Sis Uzziah also sauteed some squash that I brought from my garden for Sis Yoel to eat after the birth. So she had something clean to enter into her system that wasn't too heavy, but it was still filling because she was exhausted, of course, after the birth. So thank you also to everybody, literally everybody in the community pitched in a great deal. And so I did not want to forget them and leave them out, because they have been extremely helpful. So yes, Zehu.
May the Most High be praised. That's right. That's
Can I
right.
say, wanted to add to what you were saying too about the help from others when a woman has a baby. Honestly, y'all, those first 6 to 8 weeks are so imperative that she rest. I can't express it more. Like, it doesn't matter what that woman wants to do. It's our job to be, if she has people with her, community, family to support, that she rests as much as possible. No outside, no hanging, just like if she decides, hey, I want to go sit on the couch, that's one thing. But resting is so important. It's not just for her body, but her uterus has to heal. And you could really damage your uterus from having further births. All type of things can happen when you don't give your uterus that rest. And I know a lot of people think, oh, it's just rest from having intercourse. No, it's your total body has to rest for that vessel inside of you, your uterus, to heal properly, because it does so much in 9 months that you cannot fix it. Not even the 8 weeks of rest truly fixes it, but it helps. And then along with the foods, along with the the people around you, the support, all these things plays a factor. So it's very important that mothers, no matter how old or young you are, that you do this, because when you do not, you wonder why later you may have miscarriages or different things going on through your birth, is because of the things that you did not take care of after you had a baby, whether it's your first, second, third, fourth, it doesn't matter. That resting of the uterus. That's why, like, I don't promote people having babies, like what they call them,
Stair steps.
stair steppers. I don't promote that, because the health of the uterus, you can't, you don't have a resting period. It does happen, because things happen when you breastfeeding, your cycle's not regulated, so you can get pregnant very easily. But when you are mindful of these things, and as much as you can control it, because you can really do more damage to your body trying to do other things. And I know a lot of people say, oh, that's school, but it's not. It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter where you are in this world. That baby needs rest. You need rest. And, so it's so important that we stand on that and definitely practice it as much as possible. That's one of the reasons why we are here doing our best to make sure they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And if we slip up, we need to make sure we, taking care of it. And that also means we make sure the husband and the other children that are in that family, with that new addition, has breakfast, lunch, and dinner as well. Because the most that you want him to have to do really is to just get that food and serve it to his wife, his children, or a child that may be already present, and relax too, so that he can have the energy to be able to help the mother during that process as well. So I just had to say that, and I pray that, whoever is listening that has a baby or coming to have a baby, takes that, into consideration.
Another thing that you don't want to forget that the mother needs to do after having a baby is absorb the sunlight.
Yes.
Go out in the sunlight and just sit and let the rays absorb into your skin, into your body, and it will also bring healing to you as well. The chemical, the molecular chemical structure of your body deep down inside that you can't see, that you can't feel, you can't touch, they need the energy from the sun to help regenerate and reproduce and build up your body again. So you must get a lot of sunlight as well.
Yeah.
May the
As
Most
long
High
as
be
the
praised.
sun is out and it's not cold, but yes, all those things are so important. Or
Even if
open a
it's
good
cold
window.
outside. If you can sit near the window and let the sun shine on you, even if it's cold outside, sit by the window and let the light shine in so you can try to get warm.
Yep.
I mean, not warm, so you can try to absorb those. It's going to come through those windows. Yeah, it's going to come through. You just got to try to get it.
Okay. Ta-da.
Tyreek has something else.
Okay.
Is he there?
Kane, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah, so I had, like I said, two more things I wanted to say I was thankful for. One of those people, two of those people being my brother, my good brother Yahoo, and my sis Uzziah. I want to let me back off of what Zakaria was saying, because for anybody that knows brother Yahoo, sis Uzziah, I like to call them incognito, because a lot of times they may be off the scenes, but it's like they do so much behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Like they do so much behind the scenes that you don't, that can be overlooked at times. And so I want to say this publicly, like I'm tremendously grateful for y'all, because like Zakaria said, not only did y'all take Zion for us while we were, that played one of the biggest parts in us being able to have a successful, a peaceful birth journey, because Zion, he can be somewhat, up under his mom, a lot, up under his imam, a lot. And so I'm thankful for y'all that we didn't have to ask. It was more so just like, you already know we got you if you need us. And then I'm thankful to you, sis Uzziah, for preparing food and just always constantly checking on my Isha, making sure that she's straight, whatever she needs, mentally, physically, spiritually. I appreciate y'all. And I appreciate you, Yahoo, for just always being a brother to me, being a strong support for me in any way, shape, or form that is needed. Like I said, you may not see, like I said, they do a lot of things behind the scenes. I'm just going to leave it at that. And we need those. Everybody plays a position in a role. And that's what I was saying I was thankful for, because it's so many things that went into the birth outside of just her coming into this world that played a part in it. And so I'm thankful for y'all tremendously, very, very, very tremendously. And I hope y'all know that. I'm sure y'all do, but I'm thankful for y'all. And I wanted to say that publicly. Also want to say to you, sis Zakaria, I'm thankful for you and for you being obedient to the Spirit. And when you was told that you would have to stay, you were willing to do that. And not only that, but for this to have been your first experience, we wouldn't have known it. I'm sure me and Nasika Muna, we wouldn't have known that was your first experience, because you were so calm. And it's like the spirit that was upon you was a spirit of, I know what I'm doing. We got this. Even when my Isha was having doubts, you always you reflected it. You deflected it. You sent the doubts a different direction, and then you spoke more life into her. And so I'm grateful for that, because that played a tremendous part as well in that whole process. Is the simple fact that you stay calm, you didn't allow anything to overwhelm you, even though this is your first experience, and this is something that you desire to do. It's already in you. The Creator has already placed these things inside of you, and so you displayed those things during that time. And I'm grateful for you, your presence, your essence, your spirit, and I'm thankful for that. Lastly, I want to say too, as far as just a community as a whole, I'm thankful for the food. I'm thankful for the food. I'm thankful for the food and making sure that my family has what we need. Because I'm gonna be real, it's you don't realize you need it until it's there, or you don't realize how important it is until you actually are living through it. And so, the first day the baby got here, that night we was up. We was up all night. Next morning come around, it's about 7:56. About 7:56. I'm asleep. We all sleep. Maisha, she said, somebody knock on the door. I said, oh, okay, let me go to the door. I went to the door. I'm tired. I'm stumbling to the door, eyes half shut. She said, I opened the door. It's Ima, Princess Madai. She said, I came to bring the breakfast. I tried to grab the breakfast from her. I'm so tired. I dropped the food. Dropped the food right on the steps. Dropped the food right on the steps. But right before that, we was in the store getting bowls and things of that nature. And she was like, I'm gonna get these glass bowls because these bowls are more, she liked the tops on them. She was like, these tops right here, they stay on and they don't, they keep, things from spilling. Lo and behold, I dropped the glass bowl. The bowl didn't break. The food didn't spill out, and that was something else I reflected on. So I'm thankful for y'all just making sure that we have food, having the things that we need, and just making sure that we stay afloat during these times. Nothing goes unnoticed, especially by the Most High. But I want to say to everybody that played a part, nothing has went unnoticed. And when it is everybody else's time, we will make sure that we are on the forefront, on the front line for everybody else during these birth journeys, as the Most High continues to bless this land and multiply this land. So we're gonna do our part as well. So we say Todah to everybody that played a part in it, everybody that had a hand in it, and Todah Rabbah for everything. Shalom, shalom, and Zehu.
May the Most High be praised. Todah Rabbah. Sister Zakaria came to me the other day when she was about to leave, and I was wondering why I said this, but now I understand why I said it. I thought I had the understanding. She says, Prince, I'm about to go. I knew I had to go to the hospital to be with Pop. So I said, can you stay till tomorrow? Oh, yeah? Well, what's wrong? I said, because I don't want them to be without any supervision. You remember that, sis? Yeah. So the supervision to me meant one thing. But now, after hearing the part that she played and all that stuff and how important it was, now I see what that supervision was, you know? And the Most High, he calls you to stay, you would have been gone, and it wouldn't have went the way that it went. Possibly, I'm sure it wouldn't have been, because the Most High knows best. So we thank the Most High. And the two of you made a wonderful team, Nasika Muna. The two of y'all made a wonderful team. And both of y'all should go get your doctor's license because you're ready. Both of y'all should go get your doctor's license because y'all ready. May the Most High be praised.
Can I add to? Because we have Ob on the line, and actually Ob played a role in it because Nasika Amuna tied the umbilical cord with, we had different clamps and stuff. She tied it, but she called her Ob for guidance with that. And he guided her, and that her belly button is perfect. It done fell off her waist, so I played a role in it too, y'all. Like,
you see that's community building right there. You see that?
Yes.
That is truly, everybody had a part to do with this. Ain't that something?
Yeah.
Who didn't show up?
Man, everybody showed up and showed out, literally.
Did we call AIM? Did we call AIM for anything? No? Then she was the only one. AIM, you got to come stay a little often, more often. You got to stay present, AIM. We need you, AIM. Come on, AIM. We could have used that wisdom. Yeah. May the Most High be praised. And that would have been the last one, right, AIM? That would be the last one that lives on the land? That's a part of that type? We can't hear y'all. Hello, shalom. I guess they don't want to be heard. Shalom. Ima. Can anybody hear me talking?
I can.
I hear you,
Well,
Prince.
they in
I
the
just can't hear
background
anything
holding-
else.
They in the background holding the whole conversation. How rude. Rude. We can't hear y'all. We don't know what y'all saying. Still can't hear y'all. No, we can't hear y'all. Nasika, try your computer, Nasika.
Hear us now?
All right, we hear something now.
Can you hear us now?
Yes, we hear.
Oh, okay.
We hear you.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
You real low.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, so what I said was, what y'all don't know is that my Isha, Nasika, was texting me the entire time while she was doing that delivery process. I don't know how she was doing it, but she was texting the whole time. And then, when she said the baby is here, I was getting my clothes together to come, and she had said, text me and said, you should come give Azante Tyreek a hug. I was on my way to give him a hug. To come, talk to her. She was bossy at that moment. So then that's what Zakaria was about to say something about me.
Yes, shout out to Nasik, because as we were maneuvering, and Princess was on FaceTime, and I'm like talking to Princess, I'm turning around and we're going back and forth. I see on Nasika Amuna's phone, her Ish texting her, and he's like, you need to eat, like just making sure that she's okay. And, just like we said, everything came into play. We had everybody looking out for everybody in like literally every single way. And it was just so beautiful. Like to see that pop up, he was like, all right, great, you did good. Now you need to eat. Like it was awesome.
All right. Y'all are so unorganized today. Y'all put the name of a lesson to be 1 Samuel, 2 Samuel, and we ain't got into Samuel yet. Sometimes it goes like that. It ain't no problem. Sometimes it goes like that. So let's get back to the thinking of the Most High.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
May the Most High be praised.
That's present.
Big eyebrow.
Anyone else present want to give honor and praise to the Most High? I think we got.
Well, we got Sister Opal. We got Sister Opal comments still up there.
All right. Shabbat shalom. The Most High for keeping me this past Wednesday, and for life and for you, family.
May the Most High be praised. Shabbat shalom, Sister Opal. Zanta, Zanta.
That is the.
Dawid. Shabbat shalom, Dawid.
I was gonna say I'm thankful for my mom and my sister.
Oh, that's it.
May the Most High be praised.
All right.
Shalom.
He let you
Told
out.
her.
Oh,
He likes
thank
you.
you.
All right. Anyone else? I know you already said so. Though.
Yeah. I'll go.
I went already. Didn't you go out?
No, he ain't go yet. Did you go out? No, I didn't go yet.
No, the sound is still. I'm trying to see is it my my laptop? No, the sound. YouTube sounds great, but my sound is all laggy, weird. But while I'm here, I'll give praise to the Most High Creator for another Shabbat. And great job, Adon Zante and Coach Yoel, and for bringing forth that life, also for the celebration of everyone who had a birthday during this time, for giving theme to the Beulah family, my Beulah family. I love each and every one of you. For Kefarim, for Prince Kazaradar and Princess Madaya, Be'ed Ma'azam, for Nasik Rashid and Princess Amur, my baby girl, and for each and every one of you out there, for all that the Creator's doing. It's true. See what community does as community in action. That's community action, and to be a part of everything that is beautiful. Like I said, first and given the opportunity to deliver actually 5 of them. So it's from each time, and each time's experience is awesome. And so I truly give the Creator praise for a time of revelation for what He's doing in this hour. And again, just for the celebration of life and just for what He's doing and for to us and through us for each and every one. Looking forward to what is going to be forth through later on today. And I yield. Much love to each and every one. Shalom.
All right. May Most High be praised. Toda Rabbah. Toda Rabbah.
All right. I guess I'll hit. Hopefully you all can hear me. First, I want to give our praise to the eternal power, the Creator of everything known and unknown. Give honor and praise to my Ab and name. If it wasn't them being used through the Most High, I wouldn't be present. Grateful for my Isha, this journey that we have with each other, the growth that we're having with one another, and the ministries in which the Most High is utilizing us to put forth. I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for Ab, my Ab-in-law, my aim-in-law. May the Most High bless her memory, because I wouldn't have her as an Ishaf if they weren't present. I'm grateful for those that came before me, the shoulders I stand on. Mentor of mine, Chief Prince Zabulin, Belewa Dakia, my Chief Elder Moisleen. Keep him in you all's prayers if you haven't, please. Grateful for Prince and Beulah and Kifar the community, as you all are hearing great things about the community. Of course, every community has its things to continue to grow and get better at. And the great thing I love about this community is we are striving to continue to do that so that we can succeed and be the example for those that come after us and those that are present along with us. So I'm grateful for all of that. Grateful for life. Grateful for everything that's functioning properly and the wisdom that the Most High will continue to pour down on us if we allow Him to do it, allow to receive what He's given us, because the Most High is not some enemy of us that love Him, right? That's my opinion. So I'm just grateful for that. Grateful for life, and I'm for you all. Quick. So the story that's brought out, I got this little thing that I on my head like a cake. So she said she was 5 minutes away from the gate, which is really like 13 or 15 minutes. It's pitch black over here sometimes over there. So I'm standing at Prince. I got my firearm out. I'm looking around every time because it's pitch black. So I'm waiting for cars to come through. So one car come through, it's not her. Another car, I'll say to myself, do I want to show my back to them when they pull up? I said, no, she might hit me with a car. I said, do I want to stand on the side, and come out? I said, no, she may shoot me. So I just stood forward with my head down. So when they pulled up, they just saw a body standing there with a cloak or whatever, and they just stopped. So I know I got it. It was a little joke. So I was giving a little background of what I was thinking while I was waiting on her for like 12, 13 minutes. So she said she'd be there for it. So with that, I yield.
That's just like when when a woman says she's going around the corner and make a quick run to the store, you might as well get ready because she ain't gonna be back 3-4 hours later.
Oh gosh. That's to give y'all time to get.
It's like their time doesn't calculate with our time. So may the Most High be praised. All right.
Yep. Me and Ziggy.
May the Most High be praised. I guess that means it's my turn.
Yes.
Y'all want to say something? Go ahead.
No, it's your turn.
Oh, giving all honor and praise to the Most High King of all creation, asking that He will guide my mind, my spirit, my body, my language, and my speech as I approach unto you, His people. May the Most High be praised. From everlasting to everlasting, for He is King. It makes me feel good to be able to hear so much laughter and joy and happiness and unity and celebration and participation in the midst of all this. It makes me feel good to be able to enjoy the presence and the spirit that you all bring, at this time. And I pray that these great times would multiply by 100 zillion for us on the land. As we grow together, learn each other, and know how to deal with each other more and more. May the Most High continue to cause His presence to dwell in the midst of us and unite us together with a bond that's unshakable, unbreakable, But that bond, family, is not just exclusive for us. We extend that bond to you all in the listening audience. All you got to do is come and participate a little bit more, and you'll feel that same love, that bond, that realness, that sincereness, that completeness. Because that's what a lot of souls out there in the audience are missing. We're grateful. We're thankful that the Most High have allowed us to experience it here and be able to offer it to you all as an opportunity to serve Him. So thank you, Creator, for this week. This has been a very interesting week. So many things have been happening. I thank Him for traveling mercies, for His kindness. I thank Him for the productivity that we have done on the land. We're still moving forward to Creator's causing things to go according to His plan, not necessarily according to our plan, how we laid it out. He's doing things at His rhythm and His pace and how He sees best for things to happen. But the part that I'm thankful for the most is the fact that He's letting things happen. We're growing, we're building, we're getting stronger, we're getting more knowledgeable, and I'm grateful. Sisters came out and cooked for the workers that's helping out on the land. Unc, he's one of the main ones that they cook for. You know, first day was my Isha. She cooked for all of them. Of course, she made some food for all of them, and that's cooking too. And then the second, third day or so, Unc had to eat, and the sisters took care of him. They got together, each one took their turn, their time, and they made sure that Unc eat. But that is what I'm talking about with hospitality. You know, that's Unc's first time to our community, this part of the community. When we was living in the other community in Goshen, he was there, but he's never been here since we've been living here on this land. So I'm thankful that he got to experience the hospitality of the family. It's funny how the Most High just makes so many things work. We had arranged for them to stay at an Airbnb at a hotel. That was the plan. And when we called around to the Airbnb, it's like $2,000-$3,000. So my Isha had the brilliant idea, put him in the house in Stone Mountain, which I didn't think about. And she was right. That's where we had to put them. And that's where they're at. They're in the house in Stone Mountain, which is much better than the Airbnb, the hotel, or anything. First night we did put them in the hotel. I thank the Creator for that he gave us the provisions to be able to do that. And then after that, they got to go to a house that we have in Stone Mountain. So they stayed out in Stone Mountain at the house, and it was just free because the community, we all already own the property. So we cool. We do what we got to do with it. And, you know, it was just a blessing. It was a good thing. Saved us a whole lot of capital, more money we can put into the project as opposed to having to spend it and somebody else gets it. We kept it and we can give it into the project that we're doing on the land. That's wisdom, you know? So I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for us even to have a facility of our own that we can send them to. I was just thinking the other day, just last night, when I walked into my kitchen, and this is no exaggeration, I had to call my wife and tell my wife about this, or she called me just as I was in the midst of this thought. Because so many people don't think like this. At least I don't think they do. I can't speak for all people, but I don't think that they do. So I go in the kitchen, I walk in the kitchen, and I look at the stove, I look at the zinc, and I look at the countertop and the cabinets, and everything ain't the best of everything. But I had to be grateful for what I have. You know, when I really look at the blessings of the Creator that He has in our lives, us, my family, our lives, it is truly a lot. We really have a lot of blessings going on. And what I'm saying is, like, above the average people or the average expectancy of things in a person's life, the Creator has really, really tremendously blessed us in our abundance. But we're always looking for more and more and more and more. And ain't nothing wrong with that. In my opinion, ain't nothing wrong with that. Constantly look for more and more and more, because that brings about and verifies growth and development, the more you can bring under your control. But it's a blessing to be able to sit back and just think, because a lot of people don't have. A lot of things that we've experienced, a lot of people don't know what it's like to experience the things that we're experiencing. They don't know what it's like. The person who is sleeping in a car would appreciate the little tent that you got. And the person sleeping in that tent would appreciate the little cabin that you got. And the person that's sleeping in that cabin would appreciate that little apartment that you got, or that little room. And then the person in that little room. So therefore, there's always somebody else, things that you take for granted, somebody else will be pleased to have, extremely happy to get that portion that you think is light, don't mean much. It ain't really nothing, because you got it. The richest man in the world takes money as if it's nothing. He'll buy this, he'll buy that, and he'll laugh at people that don't have $50,000 in their bank account. He'll laugh at them. Ha, 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 how could you let that happen? You should have did this, you should have did that. Ha, 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 I could never be without. And the moment he's broke, he gets to know what real life is about. because the average of us is not walking around with 50, 60, 70,000, even 100,000 in our bank accounts. The average individual today is not. So when you have that kind of thing, all you can do is sit back and say, oh, thank you, Most High. You got 200,000, 300,000 sitting in your 300 million sitting in your account. All you can do is say, thank you, Most High. I greatly appreciate it. Why? Because there's not a lot of people who have that. There's not a lot of people who gets to experience that. And the things that we take for granted, somebody else would be pleased to have. So stop complaining. Stop fussing so much. I'm grateful to the Creator. I looked in my little kitchen. It's a nice kitchen. It's a really nice kitchen. But I know that there's a lot of people who would appreciate that even more than I do. So therefore, I thank the Creator for allowing me to be the one that He chose to bless it with. Because life could have been totally different, man. Life could have been completely different, you know? So family, we have to learn to be grateful and thankful for the things that we have. You know, we do. And there's not enough gratification being shown to the Almighty in reference to the things that He has brought into your life. You know, the conditions of your life. You know, it's an ongoing struggle. And I'm not saying you have to be satisfied where you are, or you have to be satisfied with what you have. I'm not saying that. You can always strive to improve, but you have to be grateful for where you are and what you have, because it could always be worse. The man had 2 legs and was complaining that he couldn't run fast enough. But the man with 1 leg was praying and wishing that he had 2 legs so he could walk. You understand? We have to be mindful of these things, family. And we have to consider all the great works that the Creator has done. Because it's a wonderful thing. All right? So what time is it? 12:54? If we start our lesson today, we would only have 1 hour a lesson. And that 1 hour lesson ain't going to be enough to get us going. It ain't going to be enough. So let's see if we can get 1 chapter in. Is there any way for us to get our reader up on the platform? Sister Ornette? Nasik, is there any way we can get Sister Ornette up here so that she can read? And if we can't get her, then we're going to have to get another volunteer reader. Nasik, can you hear me?
Kane, yes, we're going to send her the link. So like,
All right. So we can see if we're going to get her in here so she can do some reading for us today. So family, where are we going to be reading out of? We're going to go to 1 Samuel's chapter 15. And that might be the only thing that we get to cover today, if we get to cover that whole chapter. 1 Samuel's chapter 15. May the Most High be praised. Let me pull up my book. First Samuel chapter 15. And this is how it goes. And this is where it begins. It says, Samuel also said, now let me give you a little pre-story about what took place prior to this. People was at war. Yes?
Nasi said, would you like for him to read until she comes?
Sure, that'll be great. Was he able to do that? I thought he didn't have any sound.
He's coming closer.
Okay. So just to let you know what took place prior, we only got 1 hour of this. Then we're going to shut this down, take our 2-hour break, come back at 4 o'clock. And at 4 o'clock, we got a treat. We're going to go over the book of Genesis. Genesis, the first chapter. It's something else I forgot to thank the Creator for. There's one more thing I want to thank the Creator for. At least one more thing that I can think of right now before we start. I thank the Creator for the spirit of endurance. I'm appreciative, I'm grateful, and I'm thankful I started a fast Monday night, and I haven't eaten anything since then. No food. Only thing I drank is water and some grape juice. I tried some watermelon juice, but it didn't work out. So had a little grape juice, and I had a lot of water. And that's all I've had. And it's been what, 5 days now? 6 days? How many days has it been? Whatever it is, I'm grateful to the Most High for endurance. I'm still standing here before you. And normally when I fast, I have to eat something when I'm driving. When I'm driving, I have to eat something when I'm driving long transportations, long rides. So I had to jump on the expressway the other morning. I was riding for about 2 hours almost, and I didn't need no food to eat. That's just something psychological, because every time I get on the road, I got to nibble on something to keep me woke. And as I'm nibbling on it, I don't know what it is, but it wakes me up. And if I'm not nibbling on something when I'm driving, I'm asleep. I get sleepy. I got to pull over. I got to get some rest. But I just took a 2-hour drive and I didn't nibble on nothing. And I couldn't nibble on nothing because I'm fasting. My fast is to last for 2 weeks. After 2 weeks of not eating any food, I thank the Creator for endurance again. Of not eating any food. It's a spiritual fast. And I pray that the Most High hears my requests, answers my requests. But I thank the Creator for the ability to do so, because there's a lot of people, a day of fasting will kill them, absolutely take their mind somewhere else. So I'm grateful that I'm not one of those people. I'm grateful that the Most High has me in the track level of being able to fast and go for long periods of time without bombarding my system with physical food. So may the Most High be praised for that as well. Why do I say that? People say you ain't never supposed to tell people when you're fasting. I tell people when I'm fasting just to encourage others, because fasting is something that's needed in our community. We should talk more about it. We should do it more. We should actively participate in our own fast on our own levels. Everybody should be accustomed to fasting. And not just for spiritual reasons, which is most important, not just for spiritual reasons, but also for physical reasons. Because when your body goes through a change, fasting helps to heal your body from sicknesses and diseases and all types of ailment. Fasting brings forth healing. So may the Most High be praised. But now we have the sister who actually had the baby, Sister Yoel. Now we have her. She wants to comment. So somebody want to read that?
She said, "Excuse my absence. I was resting and did not get to hear everything that was said earlier regarding my family and I. I'm going to rewatch it. Toda in advance for your kind." Let me scroll down. Sorry. For your kind words. And Toda for every single person on Beulah Land. Man, the way y'all showed up for us. All praises to the Most High. Baby girl was the first baby to be born here. Be born here. And she was born on Prince's birthday. That's so coincidence.
No.
Hallelujah. Yeah. Unfortunately, oh, sorry. That's some, that's the bear. Yeah, that's all.
All right, Sister, you don't have to worry about it. We're going to rock this. We'll catch up to you later. Once we get out all these kinks and wrinkles, everything else will fall back in place. Yes, Bati, that was a great thing. The baby was born on my birthday. So that's saying something really specific about the type of young lady she's going to be. May the Most High be praised. Tell everybody. Yes. And I had a daughter who was born on my birthday, but she wasn't supposed to be born on my birthday. Her mother went in and induced her labor just so she'll bring forth the baby on my birthday. In my mind, that's different. I mean, I'm glad I share a birthday with a daughter, but in my mind, it's different because we didn't induce this labor. This was only the Most High's will. It was ordained by the Creator that this child was a gift to me. Y'all just gotta understand that. And I'm gonna do what I can do to spoil her. Don't even worry about it. You'll see. Let the future bear forth the fruit. Y'all see. May the Most High praise. We share a certain commonality that a lot of y'all don't understand right now because she's born on my birthday. So that's special, you know. What can I say? May the Most High be praised. All right. All right. Let's move forward because we will be done talked all night. We got like 1 hour left. Let's go. Let's open our books, please, to 1 Samuel's chapter 15. And what I was giving was the backstory or the backdrop on Samuel's. We had just read last week where it came to pass when Jonathan was out with his men, and he said that he came and he said, let's go to the Philistine garrison. And then they got hungry. They went to the Philistines and they beat up on the Philistines. Then he got hungry. And then his father had put out a fast for the people and said, don't nobody eat, but they ate anyway. And then Jonathan was telling the people how that was silly of his father to put that out because the people are weak. The people need their strength. So anyway, he ate, they ate, and then everybody started killing the people. But because they were so hungry before they ate, they killed people. And because they were so hungry, they ate the meat while the blood was in the meat. They didn't get the blood out. They didn't cook the meat. They just ate it. And then he had to go back and set order straight. Saul set the order straight. Then they went back and did everything all over again. But yet they were at war and they demolished the enemies twice in the last chapters. We read 2 chapters, but right now we're going to start in 15. We're going to pick up after that first war, second war, after they killed those people, fought off the enemies. Now we're going to pick up. You know, Saul was commanded not to do something that he did, and the Creator said for him not to do it, and he did it anyway. Remember, Samuel told Saul to wait till he returned before he offered a sacrifice, but Saul was so scared because the people was hungry and the war was, the enemies was right at their gate. So he went on his sacrifice. Samuel came out and cussed him out. Well, here we got the prelogue to all of that. And this is where we're picking up now.
1 Samuel. Can you hear me, Prince?
Yes, I'm ready.
1 Samuel 15:1. And Samuel said to Saul, Most High sent me to anoint you king over his people Israel. Now therefore, listen to the words of the Most High.
Now I want to back up for a minute. Back up for a minute. And when I finish, you can start over so you'll get a different understanding to the people. Now they'll see it differently. Shamuel said to Saul, the Most High sent me. This is Shamuel speaking to Saul, the king. The Most High sent me to anoint thee, you, Saul, to be king over his people. Do you all understand why that was so important that he said that? One of the first reasons I want you to see this is because a lot of us take for granted the responsibility that we have to serve the Most High's people. Saul himself got lost in his mind and started thinking that he was greater than what he was. But there's a lot of us who the Most High gives an assignment to, and we get in our minds as if we are above the people to that level where we're no longer serving the people. It's okay to think you're above the people if that's what you want to think, but your job shall never cease. We, as leadership, we must always stay focused on why the Most High chose us. King Saul had lost focus of that, and it became a King Saul thing. And watch what's going on. This is why Saul took the privilege of his own privilege to offer those sacrifices that only the Levite was supposed to do. He took it upon himself because he thought he was greater than what he really was. So I'm saying this to all those people, all of us people who are responsible in whatever little capacity you may be, that you understand the Most High gave you that responsibility. Whomever you may be, remain in your position and do the very best that you can in your position. And this is what we pick up with Saul. Read on, please.
And Samuel said to Saul, the Most High sent me to anoint you king over his people Israel. Now therefore, listen to the words of the Most High. Thus says the Most High of hosts, I have noted that what Amalek did to Israel in opposing them on the way when they came out of Mizraim. Now go and strike Amalek and devote to destruction all that they have. Do not spare them, but kill both man and woman, child and infant, ox and sheep, camel.
All right. Hold on for a second, please. Hold on for a second. Now, see, hold on a second. Now, I thought the law says you're not supposed to show avenge to people. Yeah. I also thought that the scripture says, vengeance is mine, saith the Most High. A lot of people take this to believe that when somebody does something to you that's disrespectful or out of order, a lot of people feel like you should not retaliate against that person. That's not how I see it. How I see it is, if you retaliate and you're successful, then the Creator blessed your hands. That's what we're going to see right here. The Creator gave a command. He gave a command for Saul to go and destroy the Amalekites. He gave him an order, actually, and told him to do this particular thing. But listen now, Saul was at least maybe about close to 400 years, I guess about 300 and something years after the Exodus, the life of Saul. So now, this is why I'm saying this. The children of Israel came out of Egypt almost 300 years prior. And with this king, the Most High is saying in verse 2, thus saith the Most High. I remember that when Amalekite did to Israel, the Creator allowed that thing to rest for 300 years before he struck them down. Now, those people who did that to the children of Israel 300 years ago wasn't the same people that just got struck down. Y'all follow where I'm going right now?
Okay.
But people would ask, well, what did these present day Amalekim do, the Amalekites? What did the present descendants of Amalek? It don't matter what the present descendants did to the children of Israel. Their ancestors, whom is them in real life, their ancestors did it 300 years prior to the children of Israel. So now let's reverse that now and move it into today's time. A lot of people ask the question, why does the Europeans today have to pay the price for what their forefathers did all them hundreds of years ago, 400 years ago, to our forefathers? This is a prime example of how this thing works, how the Most High did it. That happened 300 and something years ago. Ours happened 400 years ago. They had to pay a price, and so must the people who have destroyed us have to pay a price. But let me make this clear to you all. The Amalekites that lived back then, some of them who lived during the time of Saul could have been on the good side of the Almighty because they changed their ways and they began to ask the Creator for forgiveness and they began to live as a servant of the Most High. Some of them spared their life in that fashion. So I don't want you to think that all people who have caused us to suffer 400 years ago need to be destroyed. Because a lot of them, I've seen a thing today where this gentleman spoke about, they did this, he's a drummer, I forget his name, Yolan Bland, something like that. And he's a European. And then the test came up and it showed that his great-great-grandfather was a black man. And he was excited. He was joyful. He was happy. He said, I'm so glad, you know. And I don't think it was a stage thing. He was on an interview with somebody and they had did some research on him. And he was so happy that he had black blood in him. He was so happy. So there's a lot of people who have changed from the mindset of their ancestors so many years ago that I'm sure that the Most High would have mercy on if they begin to serve him. I'm sure. And therefore, when the time of the Amalekites who had ruled our people and did the cursed thing to our people, the disrespectful thing to our people 300 years prior to Saul, the Most High called all that back to memory and said, Saul, I want you to go and kill them jokers because their descendants are still here. Destroy them, wipe them out. And guess what? He didn't just destroy the men, he destroyed everything. Everything was supposed to be cut off, cut down, destroyed. Even the animals. He had to even walk through their livestock and kill their animals. Why? Why did he have to kill the animals? Because the animals had their spirit. And the Most High wanted all of their spirit to be removed. But all of the Amalekites wasn't destroyed at this time. Not only because Saul didn't destroy as he was commanded to, but also because some of them wasn't there. They wasn't in their homeland when they got invaded and destroyed and beat up and killed. All of them wasn't there. Some of them was in the other places. How do you know that? Here's an example. In the book of Esther, they come up with a man that wanted to hurt the people. His name was Haman. Y'all remember Haman?
Yes.
Haman was the one who tried to kill all the Hebrews. Haman was the one who devised the plan to destroy us on a certain day. Haman, they call him the Agagite. Haman the Agagite. Well, Haman the Agagite was a descendant of the Amalekites. He was a descendant of the Amalekites. And that shows and verifies that proof that some of them descendants got away. And not only that, it shows to show that a lot of them people held on to that hatred through Haman's actions toward the children of Israel. It wasn't just that Haman wasn't being respected by Uncle Mordecai. That wasn't his problem. It wasn't that Mordecai was the only one disrespecting him. Physically, he was the only one that Haman could see that was disrespecting him. So why didn't he physically just say, kill Mordecai? He didn't. He said, kill all the Jews, all the Yehudim, kill them all. And he really said that because of a deep down hatred that they had for our people for a long time. And a lot of that hatred comes right here, what we're reading about right now with Saul, because the children of Israel went into their land and killed off the majority of those people. So now I gave you a little bit of history. Now it all fits into place as to what you're reading about. So verse 2, I'll read that. Thus saith the Most High of Hosts, I remember that the Amalekites, which Amalekites did to Israel, how he laid wait for him in the way. What that means? That means when we was coming through their land, they laid wait and hid. And all the people that was in the rear, the Amalekites would kill them from the rear. Everybody that was laying back and they couldn't walk as fast or couldn't keep up with the masses, the Amalekites killed them. Innocent people, they just killed them. And then they caught up to the village. We had a war and we got spared, but a lot of us died unnecessarily. We're the seed of the Most High. We're his children. Nobody's supposed to touch the children of the Almighty. Nobody. So therefore, they had a price to pay. But look how long the Creator allowed that price to fester before he brought vengeance upon that people. And then he brought vengeance again later on in the time of Esther. And then several wars in between time. We asked the Most High for something, we want it right away. But just to show you, the Most High does things at his time and at his pace. Read on, please.
3. Now go and strike Amalek and devote to destruction all that they have. Do not spare them, but kill both man and woman, child and infant, ox and sheep, camel and donkey.
Now, a lot of people read that. A lot of people read that and say, oh, that's such an awesome, a gruesome thing to do. Why would the Creator tell somebody to do something so vicious so that little Hamans don't be born and then come back and kill off your people? That's why the little infants had to die. That's why the women and the men had to all die. So that they didn't come back and take vengeance for what the Creator just told Saul to do to Amalek. Do y'all follow me? Why did the sheep have to die and the camels and the asses? The sheep, the camel, and the asses had to die because they carried the spirit of their owners. And the Most High didn't want none of that existing. None of that. So therefore, everything had to die. Do you all understand the Creator's commandment to Saul? Is there anybody who doesn't understand? Is there anybody who isn't clear as to what the Creator commanded of Saul? If you're not clear, you don't understand, now is your time to speak up. All right. Let's move on, please.
4. So Saul summoned the people and numbered them in Telaim, 200,000 men on foot and 10,000 men of Yehuda.
200,000 men on foot and 10,000 men of Yehuda.
And Saul came to the city of Amalek and lay in wait in the valley.
See, that's another commandment. That's another commandment. That's another commandment that the Creator have in the laws that we cannot do to our own people. We can't lay wait for our own people to bring destruction on them. A lot of people do that. A lot of people lay wait on you just to try to harm and hurt you, but they're not supposed to according to the law. Even Israelite people are not supposed to lay wait to bring harm to their own people. But we have a lot of people that disregard that law and do what they want. Saul did it. Saul was able to do it. For one thing, they wasn't our people. And the second thing is because the Creator commanded him to go do this. Read on, please.
6. Then Saul said to the Kenites.
Who's the Kenites? Who's the Kenites? Anybody know who the Kenites are? Read the rest of that sentence and then we'll have that conversation.
Then Saul said to the Kenites, Go, depart, go down from among the Amalekites, lest I destroy you with them. For you showed kindness to all the people of Israel when they came up out of Mizraim. So the Kenites departed from among the Amalekites.
You showed kindness to the children of Israel when they came out from out of Egypt. The Kenites. Very good. Now, the Kenites are not Philistines. Very good. See how you're blessed? The Creator says he keep to his word. I will bless those who bless you. I will curse those who curse you. See how the Most High keeps his word? The Amalekites cursed us. The Most High cursed them. The Kenites blessed us. The Most High blessed them. When we came out, the Kenites was good to us. But do y'all know who the Kenites were? There's a man named Ruel. There's a man named Jethro. There's a man who is the father-in-law of Moshe. He comes from the lineage of the Kenites. And the Kenites are Ethiopian tribe. Ethiopia. That's where they come from. That's where Moshe ran during that time. Now, it's funny, but Mount Zion is in Ethiopia. If you think about it, he was in Jethro's backyard. And he could see the mountain from the backyard where he was grazing the sheep. He walked up into the mountain. Therefore, if I'm correct, as you people like to try to say I'm not correct, they were Ethiopians, modern day Ethiopians. Okay. Now I want to bring out this instance, y'all. I got to bring this out. So the Ethiopia, where Jethro lived, the Creator had a mountain of Elohim right in the back of his backyard. I mean, it might have been some miles away, but it was there. It could be seen from his yard because he was out tending the flocks. Moses' job was to tend the flocks. Why am I saying this? Because I want you to think. Today, there is rumor that the Ark of the Covenant lies in Ethiopia. The ancient Ark of the Covenant from way back then, the Ethiopians claim that they have it in a special sacred temple that they have. Ima, I can hear you talking.
Oh,
likely. We were looking at the fact that Jethro was, it says in the Tanakh, he was a Midianite priest, but when I looked it up, Laura Zachariah brought that out, and when we looked it up, though, it kind of, it showed what it meant by that.
And what does it mean by that?
It just says Jethro was also known as Reuel or Raguel, was a Kenite shepherd and a priest of Midian. The Midianites were an early nomadic Arabic tribe known for their wanderings out and conflicts with other tribes, especially the.
All right.
That's
But here we have, is there something else you want to say?
no.
Okay. Here we have in the readings that we're doing right now where their lives were spared because of the mercy that they showed to the children of Israel. So I went all the way back to the time of Moses to show you that their lives was also spared because of the spiritual and physical connection we have with the Most High. We don't even know if Kenites was idolatrous. They could have been one of those nations that the Most High dealt with on a very special way, like the Canaanites. They could have been. We don't know that. So I don't even know if they was idolatrous. But I do know that the Most High didn't deal with them like he dealt with us because we are special seed. May the Most High be praised. Read on, please.
7. And Shaul defeated the Amalekites from Havilah as far as Shur, which is east of Mizraim or Egypt. And he took Agag, the king of the Amalekites, alive and devoted to destruction all the people with the edge of the sword.
Stop for a second, please. Somebody please tell me what Shaul just did wrong. Somebody please tell me what Shaul just did wrong. Please, somebody. I know somebody know.
You said the edge of the sword?
Nobody knows what Shaul just did wrong?
Oh,
Left somebody
yes.
alive.
He left the king alive.
He left the king alive, but more importantly, he did not follow instructions.
All right. Okay.
The Creator gave him instructions and he did not follow the instructions. Now, when I read that, I'm going to go into a spiritual place right now, and only the elect will be able to understand what I'm about to say. Every day we worship anybody other than the Most High, we're being like Shaul. We're not following the instructions of the Creator. Anytime you want to incorporate anybody in the workings of the Almighty, you're not following the instructions of the Creator. And we have a lot of people who do just that. They are modern day Shauls. But if you explain that to them, they will say that they're not. What did Saul do? Saul leaned on his own understanding. What do those people do? They lean on their own understandings. Rather than giving the benefit of the doubt to the Most High and the Most High alone, they lean on their own understandings in which they were taught in Christianity and incorporate that into the teachings of the Almighty. That's dangerous. Saul did the same thing. He was given a commandment to do a particular thing. Worship the Most High and the Most High alone. No other. And what do? We worship the Most High, and then we want to worship many others with the Most High. And bringing others into the Most High's fold as if they're equal to, and in most instances, greater than, because a lot of them thank and praise that deity more than they do the Most High. So I got to be careful with this, because several videos that we put up and we talked about Christianity and a lot of our Israelite brothers being incorporated into Christianity, a lot of those videos YouTube took down because YouTube said that the content was against their policy. And all we did was talked about how Christianity is destroying the minds of our people. And how a lot of our people incorporate Christianity when they learn about the Almighty. And why we shouldn't do that. YouTube took those videos down, some of them. They took them down. So I got to be careful what I'm saying. Saul leaned on his own understanding. He interpreted what the Most High said to be his way and did what made him feel good. Like Christianity, it plays with your emotions. It makes you feel a certain way. And that's what they did. That's what Saul did. He thought he was sparing the king to make the king a servant to him, to show his dominance over the king. But that you might set out to do a certain thing a certain way, thinking that you know the way, but that wasn't what the Creator showed you that he wanted you to do. He wanted you to do something completely different. Read on. Let's see what happens next.
9. But Shaul and the people spared Agag, and the best of the sheep, and of the oxen, and of the fattened cows, and the land, all that was good, and would utterly destroy them. All that was despised and worthless, they devoted to destruction.
All that was despised and vile, they destroy. But all that was good, they thought they could make some money, or they thought they can use it. Remember what I told you? The Most High told him to remove everything because of the spirit. He didn't want no bleeping. He didn't want no sheep. All the sheep that was good, the cattle, they kept. The Most High said, destroy it all. Some of the women, they probably kept some of the women too because they was virgins. The Most High said, destroy them all. The Most High said, destroy them all. But when a man leans on his own understanding, he makes room for abomination. Abomination. Always remember that, family. You make room for the abominable, the abomination. You make room when you lean on your own understanding. But if you go according to the letter of the law, then you don't make room, and you won't have that understanding. You won't defile yourself with your own interpretation of the law. Let's see what happens next.
10. The word of the Most High came to Shemuel. I regret that I have made Shaul king, for he has turned back from following me and has not performed my commandments. And Shemuel was angry, and he cried to the Most High all night.
Shemuel cried. Why did Shemuel cry? Because Shemuel was a leader who loved his people. Boy, I wish we had a lot of Shemuels today. Shemuel was a leader. He was a chief Kohen, the chief judge, the chief everything in those days to the people before Saul came. And then Saul came and mishandled the people to the point where Shemuel cried when the Most High revealed to him the wickedness of Saul. He cried. How many of us today cry for the evils of our own people, for the situation and conditions of our own people today? Read on, please.
12. And Shemuel rode to meet Shaul in the morning, and it was told Shemuel, Saul came to Carmel, and behold, he set up a monument for himself and turned and passed on. And went
He
down
did what?
to...
No, can't read past that. We can't. See, a lot of people don't understand what it is that I'm talking about when I started this lesson talking about Saul was into himself. And we will read right past this, not even catching what the scripture is saying. Please read that verse again. This time, read it as slow motion.
Verse 12.
Watch this, family. I promise you, you've never seen this.
And Shemuel rose early to meet Shaul in the morning.
In the morning, he came to meet Shaul. Read on.
And it was told Shemuel, Saul came to Carmel. And
now,
behold,
what did he do? Hold it. Slow down, please. Anybody know what Carmel is? What is Carmel? Carmel is a place that they had a house of worship set up, an assembly of the Most High established. And Saul came to Carmel. And what did he do in Carmel, please?
And behold, he set up a monument for himself.
He set up a monument. Stop, please. He set up a monument for himself. What is a monument?
A statue.
A statue. He built a statue of himself. That's how arrogant his mind got. That's how strong he got. That's how entitled he got. He built a statue for himself in Carmel. Now, I don't know how close it was to where the Most High, where they represented the Most High at, but it was in Carmel. He built a statue to himself. That man is out of his mind. Another thing a lot of people don't know about Saul, Shaul, he began to practice idolatry, worshiping others other than the Most High. Well, Prince, there's no scriptural reference to verify that, to prove that. Therefore, you can't say that out your mouth. So this is what I ask you to do for anybody who says there is no scriptural reference to verify that. The Most High removed that man for some strange reasons, but all the reasons was evident. We just don't see them all. Here's a scripture reference. Pull the names of Saul's children, his sons, and then look at the meaning of those names. In the meanings of your name of your child is who you're worshiping and who you're serving. How many children we got around here named Eliyahu? Because the Yah is the one that a lot of our people serve. You know what I mean? My daughter is named Todalia. Todalia. That's her name, Todalia. That's what I named her. Because at that time, Yah was the name of the Most High for me. And I named my child after the power that I understood, and that was Yah. Todalia is her name. Thank you, Creator. That's what I was saying. So look in the history of Shaul's children and see what the name of Shaul's children is. And it will show you that Shaul, Ishbosheth. Ishbosheth is the name of one of his children. Mephibosheth is the name of one of his children. That Sheth is the name of a deity. Look it up. He wasn't all about the Almighty like you would like to believe. A lot of people think that this is the only reason why Shaul was cut down. Shaul was dipping and dabbing. Shaul was into some old other stuff. And the Most High got fed up with it. And he was done. Scripture support everything that I'm saying. Read on, please.
13. And Shemuel came to Shaul, and Shaul said to him, Blessed be you to the Most High. I have performed the commandment of the Most High.
What? Hold it. Wait. Stop. He said, Blessed be you of the Most High. I have performed the commandments of the Almighty. In his mind, he was happy with what he had done because he had thought he'd done the works that he was supposed to do. Just like today, a lot of us in our own minds are worshiping others and not giving the Most High his glory like we're supposed to. But the Most High is saying you're not in order. You're not in proper alignment. He's going to still bless you. He's still going to protect you because he's giving you opportunity to change. He's going to still provide for you and take care of you because he sees your efforts. But now that you know, when you keep on walking in that, he's going to get you. He's going to give you opportunity. He's going to give you the message and deliver to you his truth. But if you continuously walk on that and just ignore the messenger, and ignore the message, then eventually the Most High going to have to catch up to you. Because he's not going to, especially if you really called to do a service in his walk, and he got you for a special purpose, and you just ain't no regular Smo Joe, but you're somebody that he's using instrumentally to develop the development of this nation. You continue to walk on giving his glory, his praise, his honor, his respect, his loyalty to others other than him, he's going to catch up to you. Shaul was under the misconception that he kept the commandments of the Most High, just like a lot of you are. And he wasn't. I don't know how somebody can turn around and say, the way you serve the Creator is by keeping his commandments. And you know that the first thing, thou shalt have no other power except the Most High, your power. And you still got these other characters associated in reference to the Almighty. And it's to a level right now that is really bad because 90% of Israel today is wrapped up into that way of life. If you meet an Israelite, the average Israelite you meet today will be practicing Christianity and call themselves a Hebrew Israelite. And that's just the truth. And they won't think anything is wrong with it. But the Most High is letting us know that something is wrong with this. Just like Shaul said, I kept the commandments of the Creator. It took a man of the Most High to show him that he didn't. The only part I like is that the man of the Most High was able to execute judgment, whereas people like myself and other men of the Most High who understand this truth were not able to do so. Read on, please, and let's see what happens.
14. And Shemuel said, what then is this bleating the sheep in my ears and the blowing of the oxen that I hear? Shaul
He said, if you kept the commandments of the Most High, what is this that I hear about these sheep and the blowing and the cattle and the rams of oxen that I hear in my ears? If you kept the commands of the Most High, what's all this stuff? If you kept the commands of the Most High, why do you have somebody else associated with the Most High as if that individual is higher in rank than you? Why? If you kept the commands of the Most High, there will be no cattle here. There will be no goats here. Read on, please.
15. Shaul said, they have brought them from the Amalekites for the people.
Ho. I don't know if y'all paying attention, so I need to slow y'all down a little bit. Hey, y'all got to pay attention. Please listen to this. I want you to think. Saul is the king. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
The king is the leader. Am I right so far? So everything that the people do is because the king has allowed them to do it. Am I right? If the king allows them to do it, then all blame goes to the king. Saul, in his arrogance, turns the blame on the people. Watch what he says. Read that again. When Shaul asked him, what is all this? When Samuel asked Shaul, what is all this? What did Shaul say? They had brought them from the Amalekites. Wait a minute, you the king. Nobody can do anything without your permission, king. So why are you blaming it on the people? You're supposed to be in charge of this show. Read on, please. Watch what it say.
They have brought them from the Amalekites, for the people spared the best of the sheep and of the oxen to sacrifice to the Most High, your Elohim.
But the Most High don't want it. The Most High don't want it. The Creator don't want it. Then he says, for the people spared the best of the rams of the oxen to sacrifice to the Most High. He tried to cover it up like they was trying to do some good intentions to the Creator. The Creator don't want you to do good intentions toward him. The Most High told you what to do. And it is, thou shalt have no other power except me. Thou shalt have no other power except me. Thou shalt have no other power except me. He told him what to do. But he didn't want to do it because he leaned on his own understanding and did what he thought might be pleasing to the Creator, although the prophet of the Most High told him what to do. And then he turned around, wasn't even man enough. You know where we seen this at? We saw this at in the creation story with Adam and Eve. When Adam got called by the Most High to say, hey, Adam, what did you do? Adam said, oh, that woman you gave me? She gave me and I ate. Wait a minute, bro. In a position of leadership, it's not the fault of the people who are under your supervision. It's on you. All blame falls on you. That's why 99% of this book is written to the men in Israel, because the men is responsible for what takes place in their household with their families. The men receive the instructions and give it to the women, give it to the children. That's how it goes. The man is held accountable for that. So if you're a man and you still married to a woman and she don't do this law, you will suffer for that as well. You will suffer for that as well because she's under your auspices, under your guidance, under your leadership, under your protection because you're the man. So you got to go get her, bring her back to this law, or give her a bill of divorce and send her out of your house and let her go do her thing. It's just that simple. You can't hold on to somebody that ain't walking with this king. As a man, you are responsible for what takes place to anything that's associated to you. Read on, please.
16. I'll finish 15. They have brought them from the Amalekites, for the people spared the best of the sheep and the sacrifice to the Most High your Elohim, and the rest we have devoted to destruction. Then Shemuel said to Shaul, stop. I will tell you what the Most High said to me this night. And he said to him, speak. And
Now, what did he
Shemuel-
say to him? Hold on. He said, Shemuel said, stop. Prince Cass has said, stop. The Torah itself says, stop. Will you listen? Will you obey? Will you do what thus saith the Most High? It's just that simple. He said, Saul, stop leaning on your own understanding. Saul, stop acting like you're righteous. Saul, you are committing abominations. You are sinning before the Almighty. But Saul felt very comfortable in the things that he was doing as if he was right. Let's see what the Most High says, please.
And he said to him, verse 16, speak. Shemuel said, though you are little in your own eyes, though you are little in your own eyes,
Though
are
you were
not-
little,
Are
though
you
you
not
were
the head
little,
of a Keep reading.
yeah, read again, please.
And Shemuel said, though you are little in your own eyes, are you not the head of the tribes of Israel? The Most High anointed you king over Israel.
Mm. Read on,
18.
please.
And the Most High sent you on a mission and said, go, devote to destruction the sinners, the Amalekites, and fight against them until they are consumed. Why
He said
then-
he called them sinners. And when I read that part, I thought about it. The only actual way you could be a sinner is if you have the laws of the Creator and you're sinning. You're going against the laws of the Most High. That's the only way you can actually be a sinner. Everything else you'll still be sinning, but you'll be in ignorance of your sin. You'll still be sinning though. But the only way you can be called a sinner is that you have to have the laws of the Most High to sin. Or you have to break a commandment that the Creator gave to you, and then you break it, and then you're a sinner. All right? And you have to actively do these things. So now, in order for them to be considered sinners, what sin have they committed? They committed a sin against the children of Israel. They committed a sin against us, and they actively did it consistently. They hated, they disrespected, they actually tried to kill, they tried to destroy anything that they can do against the children of Israel. They actually did it, and that made them sinners. Touch not my anointed. Touch not my anointed. Anyone who curses you, I will curse. Anyone who blesses you, I will bless. Thus saith the Most High. And in this particular place, he called them sinners. So therefore, it was no problem for him to remove sinners from the midst of life. Read on, please.
19. Why then did you not obey the voice of the Most High? Why did you pounce on the spoil and do what was evil in the sight of the Most High?
What did he do that was evil in the sight of the Most High? Somebody explain it to me, please. What did Saul do that was evil in the sight of the Most High, according to the scripture? What did he do?
Did he spare things he wasn't supposed to spare?
What you mean by that? What do you mean by that? He spared things he wasn't supposed to spare.
With certain people and certain animals, he was told to kill everything, and he kept some for himself and his people.
Do you realize that by him doing that, he's actually disrespecting the Creator? It's to that level, family. By doing what she just said, by not doing what the Most High said for him to do, he's actually disrespecting the Creator. but yet still he feels as if the Most High is with him. How much longer can the Most High be with him? Read on, please.
And Saul said to Samuel, I have obeyed the voice of the Most High. I have gone on the mission on which the Most High sent me. I have brought Agag, the king of Amalek, and I have devoted the Amalekites to destruction. But the people took of the spoil, sheep and oxen.
Who took of the spoil? Who took of the spoil? He blamed it on the people. He's king. Our responsibility goes to him, not the people. Read on, please.
To sacrifice to the Most High, your Elohim in Gilgal. And Shemuel said, Has the Most High as great delight in burnt offerings and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of the Most High?
Nasik. Hold up, Nasik. I was going to ask you to read that again, but because they can't hear your voice too good, I'm going to read it. Because we have so many people that lean on their own understandings when it comes to worshiping the Almighty and this whole Hebrew thing. It says that the Most High has great delight. Does the Most High have great delight in burnt offering and sacrifices as in obeying the voice of the Creator? The Most High would rather you obey his voice than the sacrifices that you make. And I pray that y'all understand where the Creator's coming from. When he says, thou shalt have no other power before me, the way we got kicked out of the land because we associated other powers before the Most High, even with the Most High. And it got us kicked out of the land for idolatry. So if 90% of the children of Israel today are practicing Christianity, how do we ever expect to reverse this curse? How do we expect to do that? The Most High requires obedience over sacrifice. It is better to obey than to sacrifice. Read on, please.
Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to listen than the fat of rams.
Now, a lot of people are going to be hearing this, and they're going to be how Prince is so constantly against Christianity being taught to the Hebrews and being lived by the Hebrews. A lot of people are going to tune out, and they're going to get irritated and upset and aggravated every time they listen. The Prince keeps saying the same things over and over, and they're going to build up a defense against me and start disliking me and don't want to hear me, don't want to participate, and don't want to be a part of, because I keep trying to bring them back to the Almighty and his oneness and his truth. But that's the same thing that they done to the prophets. Any prophet, Jeremiah, he was incarcerated, he was beat down, he was spit upon. And what was his sin? He had no sins. But according to the people, he was an evil, wicked man. Why? Because he kept trying to bring their actions to judgment. Yo, you are sinning against the Creator by doing these abominations. And the people said, oh, we ain't, no, lock them up, beat them up, spit on them, punch them down. And that's what they did. You can't run from the Almighty because he resides in your subconsciousness. And a lot of you right now are fighting that spiritual battle in your mind, whether you want to accept Christianity or not. A lot of you have already convinced yourself that Christianity gave you the truth of the Most High. And you're walking in that truth to the best of your ability right now. May the Most High have mercy on you. That's all I can say. But now you know the truth, that idolatry has no place in worshiping the Almighty. And any form of idolatry would not be tolerated by the King. We have to understand that. We have to understand that because we are the light bearers of his truth. How can we keep being light bearers of his truth, but we're dulling the light that we give to the world? We're dimming that light. We're making it dull because we're not giving the best of ourselves to the Creator. So therefore, we can't get the best of ourselves to the people. Read on, please.
23. For rebellion is as the sin of divination.
For rebellion, wait a minute. This is deep. What I'm about to say, I want y'all to go look up and research to see if Prince is telling the truth. For rebellion is as the sin of witchcraft. Christianity and witchcraft used to be the same religion. They used to walk hand in hand. One people, one way of life. Christianity and witchcraft, worship of the devil, used to be same religion. They used to all be incorporated. And it wasn't until I think the 12th century that they changed all that. Read on, please.
For rebellion is as sin of divination, and presumption is as iniquity and idolatry. Because you have rejected the word of the Most High, he has also rejected you from being king. Shaul said to Shemuel, I have sinned, for I have transgressed the commandment of the Most High and your words, because I feared the people and obeyed their voice. Now therefore,
You know what?
please.
Hold up. Shaul didn't take too much. He didn't take too much to have to convince him that he was violating the laws of the Most High. Didn't take too much. He understood. Once the prophet said it, he accepted it. But a lot of you don't understand that you're violating the laws of the Most High. So I went and I got the book that I got this understanding out of. And the name of the book is called Pagans and Christianity. Pagans and Christians. The Personal Spiritual Experience. And in this book is written by a name called Gus de Verg. He has a PhD. And the ISBN number, anybody wishing to get a copy of this book, you can go back to the video. Can y'all see that ISBN number?
You gotta raise it up.
All right. Anybody who wants that book, you go get it. This book talks extensively of how the church in the ancient days and devil worship was incorporated in one religion. This book, I read this book many years ago, and it talks extensively about how today we are being fooled by the Christian church. And we're carrying along the Christian deity with us, and we don't understand the impact that the church had on us deep down in our subconscious minds. And that's why it's so hard for us to let it go. We don't understand it, but this is a fact. So many of our people today have left the church, but very few have left the Christian deity. We have to incorporate him in our lives in some type of way, leaning on our own understanding. Same thing Saul is doing throughout this lesson. Read on, please.
Now therefore, 25, please pardon my sin and return with me that I may bow before the Most High. And Shemuel said to Shaul, I will not return with you, for you have rejected the word of the Most High, and the Most High has rejected you from being king over Israel.
What did Shemuel say? I ain't going with you. See, Saul wanted him to go with him to show the people that the Creator still had favor with him. But Shemuel said, no, that ain't going to happen. Why didn't it happen? Because you have refused to obey the voice of the Most High. Let me just say something before I move on. Well, if I'm so only for the Most High, but yet I have people in my circle who still do the things against what I understand and what I teach to be right, why do I do it? The reason why I do it is because we all have made mistakes. We all make mistakes. But if you close the door to people gaining a better understanding, and all they have is the people who agree with them, they'll never be able to be educated. So you have to open the doors of communication to people who disagree or who don't have that full understanding, so that you will have the opportunity to teach them. And I understand that the Most High disseminates information on different levels of understanding. The very first thing he did was he calls you to question Christianity while you were in Christianity. You started having questions and doubts. And then the next thing he did was he introduced something to you that brought you up out of Christianity, which you did. But when you came out of Christianity, you realized you was a Hebrew, you had to bring a lot of the teachings and the customs of Christianity into your way of worshiping the Almighty. And that's what we've done. One of the things that hurt me the worst is those Hebrew scholars and teachers who go back to Christianity after they had no association with it. That's horrible. But there it is. It's a thing that will take place in your subconscious mind, and you'll never know how it happened or why it happened. All you know is that's why you're there, or you'll know that you are there. And you won't understand why it's so difficult to shake it. And a part of the reason why it's so difficult, or even to recognize that you have it. Part of the reason why it's so difficult because the people who carefully put this thing into play was working on a higher spiritual level than you. These people were devil worshipers. They knew, they studied, they prayed, they fast, they meditate. Just like I said when we started, I was fasting for 14 days. No food, just water, and sometimes a juice to clean my system out. 14 days. That's some high spiritual work there. Those people who worship the adversary, 14 days is a walk in the park for them. That's nothing for them. They'll do that every month, every other month. They don't care because they open up their energies to have contact with the beast in a spiritual way. They doing all these sacrifices that they will have access and granted access through the back door. They doing way more than what we're doing. When the last time you had a fast outside of the Day of Atonement? Just to purify your spirit and cleanse yourself, to open your soul up to the Almighty. There are so many of us who haven't. I remember one brother, and this brother was an elder. He walked in Israel for many years, and he told me just this year, this was the first time he ever fasted. Where did this come from? He's never fasted more than a day in his life, ever. And he was on a 3-day fast, and that kicked his butt. A 3-day fast had him suffering. What are we doing, family? The devil worshipers are worshiping the devil. They are outdoing you because they know the secret arts. They know the way of consciousness. They know the way of spiritual relationships, and you don't. And then when somebody like Prince Kez come and try to tell you some of these things, you get upset and think he don't know what he's talking about. What makes you think you know better than me? My name is High Priest Hagadol Malakim. That's what he say. And he knows better. Therefore, he's stuck in Christianity and can't understand why. They are worshiping Satan, Lucifer, Baalzebub, all those deities, and each one is a different deity. They're worshiping those deities on a high spiritual level. They make sacrifices that you say, oh, no, man, that's too much. I ain't doing all that, which means they'll go for without sex for 6 months. No sex. You say, oh, no, I got to have my sex. I got to get it in. Let me tell you something. You wonder why we at the bottom and they at the top? That's why. This is a spiritual journey that we're on. It's a spiritual battle. And unless we become more spiritual, we're not going to win. A lot of the things that ail you and prevent you from achieving and moving ahead is because you're not spiritual. You're physical. The majority of us are physical. Therefore, the spirit is a zillion times stronger than the spirit realm. And a lot of us haven't learned this as of yet. And that's why their world seems to prosper and ours don't. Here's a small example. When the children of Israel baked cakes, Jeremiah 44, when the children of Israel baked cakes to the Queen of Heaven, they were prospering. Why? Because they was doing the spiritual things to bring about the energies of spirituality in their lives toward the Queen of Heaven. But when they turned around and tried to worship the Creator, they wasn't prospering because they was doing nothing spiritual to bring it about. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Worshiping, honoring, and serving this King, if you really look at it, family, if you don't put forth effort, then you're not doing anything spiritual. And this has to be a spiritual thing. You must stay spiritual. And a lot of us are not. We don't fast. Some of us, I got one brother, that's my man. He done had about 3 strokes, 1 heart attack. And right now he's in pain right now. And I remember one day I asked that brother to pray. And brother told me he ain't got to pray. That ain't something that he do. How do you expect to receive blessings from the Most High? And he's receiving a ton of blessings because his life is still preserved. He's still here with us on this side of the land of the living. He's still on this side with us. So he's receiving a lot of blessings, but the brother told me he don't pray. Maybe the Most High is causing him to be held on so that he can begin to call out to this king. He don't fast. He don't pray. He went walking with me one time. I go jogging, I run, I jog, I do a lot of stuff periodically from time to time. He would do none of those things with me. And that was my man. Come on, man, let's go jogging. Let's go to the gym. Let's go work out. He wouldn't do none of those things. But if I said to him, let's go to the go-go joint, let's get some shorties, let's go somewhere and get something to eat, he'll be the first one to run and get there. But anything that's going to be productive to help life, people don't want to do those things that's going to better them. They do things because we are tuned in as a people. We are tuned in to the pleasuristic mind state. Things that will bring us pleasure, we enjoy doing, and we can endure those pleasures for a long time. Fasting doesn't bring you pleasure if you're not in the right mind state. If you're not in the right mind state, fasting will bring you no pleasure. Praying brings you no pleasure. You know, because you won't be getting any pleasure out of praying. You'll have more doubt beyond your prayers than you will have confidence in your prayers. See, these are just two things that I've mentioned. But sacrificing, which means denying yourself of certain things that you desire, certain things that you want, how you fictitiously make up your mind to believe that you need. When you do without these things, it opens up a portal, a spiritual portal to the Almighty. And you can step right in with your essence, your spirit can step right in, and you can commune with the Almighty on high. I'm not saying you physically will see the Almighty, but the Most High will hear your voice. And he will acknowledge that he hears your voice. I'm trying to take you some places, man, but you don't have to go. You don't have to be a part of those things. You can keep practicing idolatry all you want, and you'll be all right. Just keep doing what you're doing. You'll be all right. May the Most High have mercy on you and continue your life to go just as it is. Wherever you at. If you don't want to get better, you won't get better. And sometimes it takes somebody who has a little bit more knowledge than you to try to pull you up to where they are so that you can excel past them. That's all I'm saying. But you can fight, you can deny, and you can say I'm wrong all you want. But the scriptures support everything that I'm saying about us elevating and leaving these deities alone. We got kicked out of the land for idolatry, and there's no way we're going to go back practicing the same thing we did to get us kicked out. Read on, please, Nasik.
20. And Shaul said to Shemuel, I have obeyed the voice of the Most High. I have gone on a mission on which the Most High sent me. I have brought Agag, the king of Amalek, and I have devoted the Amalekites to destruction. But the people took on the spoil, sheep and oxen, the best of the things devoted in destruction, to sacrifice to the Most High, your Elohim in Gilgal. And Shemuel said, as the Most High has great delight in burnt offerings. I already read all that, I'm sorry.
It's cool, go ahead. You're almost there.
And sacrifices as in obeying the voice of the Most High. Behold, to obey is better than sacrifice, and to listen than the fat of rams. For rebellion is as the sin of divination, and presumption is as iniquity and idolatry. Because you have rejected the word of the Most High, he has also rejected you from being king. Shaul said to Shemuel, I have sinned, for I have transgressed the commandment of the Most High and your words, because I feared the people and obeyed their voice. Now therefore, please pardon my sin and return with me, that I may bow before the Most High. And Shemuel said to Shaul, I will not return with you, for you have rejected the word of the Most High, and the Most High has rejected you from being king over Israel.
Now that rejection wasn't an immediate thing. He still reigned in his position for a period of time, but the Most High's grace wasn't with him. The Most High's spirit actually pulls off of Saul, and he gets sad, setting the precedence or setting up the platform for Dawid to come in, because his men kept seeing him depressed and sad because the spirit of the Most High moved away from him. And when the people kept seeing him sad, they said, you know what? Music make a person happy. So let's go get somebody to play guitar. They said guitar. Guitar is to sing. Let's get somebody that's going to sing and play some music, beautiful music for the Most High, and that will make them happy. So they brought Dawid, but they didn't know that Dawid was already anointed to replace Shaul. Read on, please.
As Shemuel turned to go away, Shaul seized the skirt of his robe and it tore. And Shemuel said to him, the Most High has torn the kingdom of Israel from you this day, and has given it to a neighbor of yours who was better than you.
Now, a lot of times, hold up. A lot of times people will say, well, I asked for forgiveness. Why can't you forgive me? Sometimes people don't understand that their mind state is worse than the sin. Sometimes people don't understand that the things that they thought about doing, even though they didn't actually do it, is worse than them actually doing it. Now, I'm not saying it crossed your mind, but the actual act of thinking about doing something like, yeah, I could do this, I could do that. A lot of times that's worse than sinning, family, because you're devising mischief. You're devising wickedness in your heart. Saul devised this mischief and then fulfilled it by bringing these animals and the king back. Did we read a part about Samuel taking the sword out of Saul's hand? I don't think we read that part. So we're going to just keep it moving and see what happens. Read on, please.
29. And also the glory of Israel will not lie or have regret, for he is not a man that he should have regret. Then he said, I have sinned, yet honor me now.
Hold up. You see that part right there? It said the Most High is not a man. It says the Most High is not a man. Neither has he ever been a man. But today, we think the Most High is a man. Read on, please.
30. Then he said, I have sinned, yet honor me now before the elders of my people and before Israel, and return with me that I may bow before the Most High, your Elohim.
So Samuel had compassion. Samuel had compassion on this miserable man who again confessed his sin for the third time before Shemuel. Read on.
So Shemuel turned back after Shaul, and Shaul bowed before the Most High. Then
Shaul worshipped before the Almighty. You would think that Shaul would change his ways after that. You would think that Shaul just confessed his iniquity, which he did. But after confession, you got to turn and not do it again. But let's see what happens. Read on, please.
Then Shemuel said, bring here to me Agag, the king of Amalekites.
Bring me the king that was supposed to have been killed a long time ago. Bring him here.
And Agag came to him cheerfully. Agag said, surely the bitterness of death is past.
Agag thought it was all right. Agag thought he was going to live. Read on.
And Shemuel said, as your sword has made women childless, so your mother be childless among women. And Shemuel hacked Agag to pieces before Todd and Gilgal.
I don't know if y'all understand what just happened. When I read that for the first time ever in life, that's when I learned, I gained so much respect for Shemuel. He didn't just kill him. He cut him up. Cut off his head, cut off his arms, cut off his legs, cut off his torso, cut off his ankles, cut off his knees, cut off his feet, cut him up in pieces. You know, they say when a person gets stabbed multiple times, like a whole lot of times they say it's a hate crime. Shemuel showed him a hate crime. He sliced him up multiple times because he hated the wickedness that this man brought unto our people. May the Most High be praised. And if you notice, he said he did all that before the Creator. So that he was saying, Most High, here you go. He showed Saul how it's supposed to be done. But he also showed Shaul, don't play with the Creator. And Shaul still didn't get the point. I mean, at that time, he got the point. Believe me, Shaul, at this moment after this, he's probably living as righteous as he could possibly live. But it only lasted for a moment. Read on, please.
Then Shemuel went to Ramah, and Saul went up to his house in Gibeah of Shaul. And Shemuel did not see Shaul again until the day of his death. But Shemuel grieved over Shaul, and the Most High regretted that he had made Shaul king over Israel.
Oh man, Shemuel grieved over Shaul. He cried. He was in anguish, turmoil, and pain, suffering. He actually cried. And that's how it is when you have emotions for the Most High people. You don't cry in front of the people. They don't have to see you crying when your cry is genuine. You go behind closed doors and you cry. You give it up. You let it out. And you pray to the Most High to have mercy on the ignorant people, on the confused people, on the people who just don't know better. Have mercy on them and spare their lives. And give them opportunity to learn your truth, oh Abi. Please. And that's just the way it is. Do we have any questions or comments, family? Are there any questions or comments? Anyone?
Good lesson.
May the Most High be praised. Toda Rabbah. If there's no questions or comments, we can close this out. We'll be back at 4 o'clock today. In Yurtse Yotzer. We'll be back at 4 o'clock today. In Yurtse Yotzer. If the Most High wills it. All right. Shalom, shalom. May the Most High be with you all.